Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today's new video is NFL free agency top 10 going into 2022 with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. Sarah Small in the building. And we got the first dono of the building before the chat even started. Sarah is always doing big things for the channel. Appreciate you. She says, I'm ready for free agency. How's everybody doing? Bang! $5 food long. Getting it started off right. Bang, 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 bang. Appreciate you very, very much. We'll see if the notifications start trickling in. Let me actually get something situated here as far as the screens are going. So one sec here. I'm going to try to minimize a couple things. So give me a sec. And once I get this properly set up, it's just the screen is a little bit bigger than I would like. So let me see if I can adjust it. And there we go. Hold on one sec, guys. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. What a wild couple of hours. Obviously, as you know, some things have happened since this morning. We've talked about free agency. We're talking about something big that all of us really, really love. We're talking about, what is that? Stranger Things. I know that I'm not the only fan out there that absolutely loves Stranger Things. And obviously we'll wait for a few people to come trickling in. But the Stranger Things, I'm not sure if a lot of y'all, let me actually take this down here. Volume 1, May 27th. All right, Volume 2, July 1st. This is going to be special. So they're going to break it down into kind of two different seasons in one long season, and then they're going to have season 5, and they're going to kind of end it off on that particular route, which is kind of exciting as we're moving forward. So I'm excited. I don't know if I'm the only one that loves Stranger Things. I mean, we've been waiting like 2 years for Stranger Things to come out. This post was released earlier this morning, May 27th. So it's going to be twice as long. They split it up into 2 volumes, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Pretty exciting. I'm not sure if I'm the only one in here that likes Stranger Things. I doubt that I am not the only one, but well, it'll be exciting to see kind of where things go. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. Today's show is sponsored by Modelo Chelada Mango. I still haven't been able to find the pineapple. All right, we got the Sixers versus the Bucks. So that's on TNT right now. So I'm kind of paying attention to that. And this is my custom top 10 free agents, and I could have did a top 20, top 30, top 40 list, and maybe I'll extend the list top 10, and then I'll do like 11 through 20, 21 through 30. I have a lot that I wanted to kind of go over with you guys, but I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Sarah Small is getting the donation party started off early. Hopefully the notifications will start trickling in. Johnny ended up getting my NASCAR Daytona 500 thumbnail finished, which is very exciting. So I'm going to end up doing WWE. We're going to do that. Elimination Chamber at 9 a.m. We're going to get that done on Saturday morning. After that, I might be able to hang out with my buddy Brooks that I haven't seen in quite some time. Maybe we'll grab some lunch, maybe have a beer. After that, there'll be some festivities of the NBA All-Star Game, dunk competition, skills competition, three-point. I might do that as well. Sunday morning, around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, we're going to have the Daytona 500. Obviously, we've had a lot of fans that have recommended or encouraged me to do NASCAR. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. If that's going to be more content for more potential fans, potential donos, potential new Fanatic family members, I'm all for it. And then obviously I'll be able to show. Sarah's seen it. I've shown it to a couple people. But Johnny is he's a fucking genius, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, I got to pay some pretty good money for the thumbnails, but I am excited for the opportunity to be able to see what we can get out of the NASCAR fan base. And let me actually pull it up here so some of y'all can see it. Let me actually take down the banner so we can actually see the full potential. And I haven't watched NASCAR in about 15 to 20 years. So I've been doing a lot of research within the last couple days. But check this out. This is Johnny's thumbnail for me for the Daytona 500. Are you guys ready? Drum roll, please. Just like in the Super Bowl. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, baby. I said, you know what? I want to have some, cars that are in there. All right. I want to have some drivers in there. And obviously he hit it right on the head. So it makes me feel very, very good. Just looking at it right there. I mean, look how crisp and clean that looks. I'm going to get, and everyone thinks, only rednecks watch NASCAR. Well, I guess I'm going to be the first Asian redneck of all time that actually likes to watch NASCAR. I'm going to get into it. It's going to be one of those things that not everyone is going to probably watch it. Not everyone is maybe going to really enjoy it. But I think with me, it's going to be something where I'm like, okay, let me take a quick look at some of the guys that are out there, what we got going on. I'm excited to see kind of where it goes. It's exciting, man. You know what I mean? It's something new that we can actually get done. And like I said, not everyone is going to be loving Daytona 500. Not everyone is going to be loving NASCAR in general, but I think it's something that once we actually get into it and dive into it, I think it'll be kind of exciting to be able to start doing. And that's big fact. So I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm excited for the possibility of new fans, new fanatic family. It's going to be exciting to see kind of where it goes. But Panthers fan, he's like, I'll donate 200. And we got Forbidden Alchemy. He's like, I'll donate 200. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, if it's going to be like this, why not take a chance to be able to do some, more opportunities, in something other than the NFL, something other than the NFL, something other than college football. It's going to be a challenge. I'm going to have to really put in some work to learn a little bit more, of what's going on. But if you can see right there, we got Kyle Larson. He ended up winning the championship there, I believe, in the blue. He won it last season, won like 10 races. And then you got Chase Elliott, I believe, in the Napa there in the number 9. And he actually, I believe, won it the year before. So it's going to be interesting. I recognize some of these names, like the Kevin Harvicks, the Denny Hamlins, the Joey Logano's, the Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, but then Austin Dillon. But some of these other guys I don't really recognize because I watched it when it was like Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, Dale Earnhardt Jr. So I'm going to have to get kind of grinding it out to see what it is. But look at this beautiful thumbnail that Johnny made for me. So it ended up costing me, all right, cover your ears, $35. All right. It's kind of expensive because he had to make it from scratch with the template. So, with the thumbnails, it's usually going to run me somewhere between $10 and $25. But I figured, you know what, if he makes a template for me this first time around, I was like, I want the cars on there. I want the drivers on there. I want it to look like the Super Bowl one. Because if I'm going to try to attract a new audience, I need it to look fucking good. I need it to look fresh, right? So if I have to pay $35, which seems like a lot for a thumbnail, but if it ends up bringing me subs, if it ends up bringing me new fan base and new donos coming in, it's going to be worth it. And then moving forward after this one, since we have the template completed, it'll be about $15 to $25 per thumbnail that I end up using. But I think it looks fantastic. I'm super excited. So we got that. We got Stranger Things, obviously earlier today, May 27th. I believe, right there, and then July 1st. So we're going to have Volume 1 and Volume 2. Stranger Things, I recommend watching Seasons 1, 2, and 3 again, and we're going to be able to get into that. I'm super excited. So they've also announced that it's going to be Season 5, after this is done, will be the last season of the show. So I'll probably go back and kind of get caught up and refreshed. So a lot of things that are going on. So I got Johnny with this amazing Daytona 500 thumbnail for me. He'll be doing the NASCAR for me, helping me out. We got the NBA All-Star Game on Sunday, the festivities on Saturday. We got WWE Elimination Chamber at 9 a.m., which is in Saudi Arabia. So your boy's going to be grinding literally every day. And obviously, as you can see with the thumbnail there, and as you can see with the background, we got some potential guys that could be in my top 10. And not everyone is going to agree with my list, maybe with the order. But I wanted to kind of make it special based on how I feel that it's going to break down. Eagles John, I see you, my boy. Gang, gang, bang, bang, bang. Let's go. I see you, man. Eagles John. Always donating, always supporting the cause. $10 on the Cash App, baby. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Eagles, John, bang, $7. No, $10. All right, appreciate you. So we ended up getting Sarah Small $5 before the stream even started. And then bang, 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 Eagles, John. He said, you know what? Let me get in on that potty. Let me get in on that potty, the $10 potty. And like I said, this will go towards the thumbnail that I had to spend $35 on. And like I said, I know it's kind of steep. Normally, I would only spend like 10 to 20. But if I'm going to be asking him to do more work, to add drivers, to add cars, add those football players on the front with Burrow and Matthew Stafford. I just think if you get a nicer thumbnail, it's going to give him, more clicks, not necessarily clickbait, like clickbait sports, but I have a good product. So if I can lure some people in with a beautiful thumbnail, I don't mind paying a little extra to someone that I really like. Obviously, if you guys know Johnny, he does the thumbnails for Tom Grossi, and his channel, as well as myself and many others. So I don't mind being able to support the cause for him. He did a fantastic job. Peep it again. Woo! Look at that, baby. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, man. I don't get too excited that often, but when I see some artwork that he put together, and we had to go over the live reactions. He had like 2 or 3 different fonts in black. And I said, you know what? We need to switch it up. Let's do white. And then he gave that type of, example. I was like, ooh, yes, that looks clean. That looks perfect. So that'll be the thumbnail for Sunday morning. And then I'll be doing one for obviously Elimination Chamber. And then we'll see what happens on the NBA All-Star game. So I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very much. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. I got a great show for you guys lined up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. NWSF Chain Gang in the building. Let me have a sip of beer. We got the fucking Sixers and the Bucks on 39-35. Milwaukee is ahead at home, and I'll get into my list here in just a second. I love you guys and appreciate you guys very, very much. Gang, gang, gang. Took Paisley for a walk earlier today, then took her on a secondary walk, went to the dog park. So I got my exercise in, got a shower, I got a shave. I'm feeling good, and I hope everyone had a fantastic Thursday. One more day till Friday. Okay, one more day. Sarah Small got sent home early, paid. I heard the storms out there in the Midwest and the East Coast are still getting cray-cray, being crazy out there. So everyone stay safe. Let me acknowledge everybody in the room. Bang! $5. Sarah Small getting the donation train started. Odin Son in the building. What to do? How are you? He said new TCM tonight on Netflix. Oh, baby. Wasabi. Wasabi, my boy. Eagles John in the building. How are you, man? How are you guys? Eagles John, bang, $10. We're already sitting at 15. Let's go, baby. Panthers fan, are you ready? I'm ready, baby. Did you see dude? We're gonna get some fans to come in here. I think because like I said, we got some people that want to donate. I think if you got friends or if you're slightly interested, I was really into NASCAR about 15 to 20 years ago. Dale Earnhardt, the Intimidator is my favorite. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, kind of an old school guy. But then I had to give you something special. And I told you, man, I think we are going to get some people that don't give a shit about NASCAR that are just going to come and hang out. And then maybe we'll learn together and get more of a grasp of what's going on. But it makes me feel good on, the work that he did. And I told him what I wanted. I mean, I want something that looks slick. I got to have it look clean, right? It has to be perfect. And I don't know if it looks any better than that. I mean, look, Panthers fan, you got to admit that looks nice, right? I mean, if you saw that on YouTube, and I don't know how many people on YouTube that actually do Daytona 500 or NASCAR in general. I don't assume a lot, but Jesus Christ, dude, if you look at this, let me take the fucking banner down. So we can, oh, look at that. Look how clean that is. And I told them, I wanted to be able to have, Kyle Larson, I wanted to have Chase Elliott. I wanted to have some of the big boys. I was thinking about Joey Logano on there. I was thinking about Kyle Busch, but I was like, you know what? Kyle Larson, he ended up winning 10 races and won the championship last year. Your boy's been doing research. And then I know the year before, I believe Chase Elliott ended up getting it. So they look clean. It looks amazing. I don't mind paying the money for Johnny, but I wanted to show off Johnny's work because I'm really proud of him because he's never done anything like this before. And he'll probably do some wrestling ones for me, NBA, and anything else, that I want to pay him for. Amazing thumbnail. I think that we are going to have a lot of fun this year. And I didn't realize that NASCAR starts this weekend. That bitch goes all the way to October, November into football. Extra content for us. He said, oh, Harvick, okay. Hey, I'll let him know, for different thumbnails and different options. But this is very exciting, for me to be able to do something brand new. It's like diving into a brand new sport. You guys can teach me as I go along. And I have knowledge. I watched in the 80s and the 90s, early 2000s, but it's going to take some time for me to catch up on some of these new guys. I remember some of the OGs that are still in there. Kyle Busch, he's never won a Daytona 500. How do I know that? Because I read. Okay. Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski. I remember some of those old school guys, Austin Dillon. I remember some of these guys, but the newbies, I'll have to get used to some of the newbies that are out there, but I'm excited for the challenge. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Panthers fan, are you ready? You're loving this shit. You're like, oh, Ryan actually is going all in. I am going all in. Sarah Small says, hey, Chase Elliott, let's do it. Let's do it. Salutations, Mr. Williams. Looks like we got another dono. Guess who? Mr. Williams. Let's go, baby. $35 on the Cash App. We're already at $50, and I haven't even started my list. Let's go, baby. You guys are the best. And like I said, I had to pay $35 for the thumbnail, which is kind of high for some people. But like I said, normally I pay 10 to 20, but I know he's putting in a little bit more work. So now it'll be like 15 to 25 if I want to have a standard one. But why have a standard one when I can have the cars on there and the drivers on there? And it only cost me 25 moving forward because he created the template. That's why I had to pay the extra 10. So now this will cover that cost. And it'll be amazing, man. It's going to be fun. Thank you so much, bro. Let's go. Mr. Williams, $35. That's going to cover the thumbnail right there. Mr. Williams, appreciate you. And I know paying a lot you got to invest in yourself. Sometimes you got to pay a lot of money for thumbnails and certain things to be able to invest in yourself. So I don't mind spending money on the channel because I'm investing in who I am and my brand. So thank you so much, man. $35 dono on the Cash App, baby. Let's go. Bang, bang, bang. One of the biggest goats in the room starting to step up, just like Eagles John and Sarah Small. I see you. Bang, $35. We're already sitting at 50, baby. Let's go. $50 in donos already. You guys are the best. And it shows you my commitment to NASCAR, wrestling. It shows you my commitment to the NBA, anything other than the NFL. I take this shit seriously. I am not just doing it for fun or for shits and giggles. I am going to become a NASCAR expert by the time the season is over, and we're going to have a fun time watching as we go. Again, WWE Elimination Chamber, 9 a.m. on Saturday. Wake up early. Don't get too fucked up. That's my rule. Don't get too fucked up on Friday. I have to make sure. All right, hold myself accountable. All right, can't do drinking and can't be doing too much gummies and all that shit. I got to make sure I wake up early. Saudi Arabia, 9 a.m. And then Sunday, we got 11:30 NASCAR Daytona 500. NBA All-Star Game is at 5. So I'll be streaming for probably 9 hours on Sunday. Saturday, I might be streaming for about 8 or 9 hours also because they got Elimination Chamber after they got the three-point contest, the skills challenge, as well as the dunk contest. Fuck it, let's do that too. So your boy is willing to grind and do the work. Let's go, Mr. Williams. I appreciate you. Air Whitey in the building. Air Whitey in the building. Look at the kanji. Do you know what that reads? Can you read that, Orion? No, I can't. I'm Japanese, but I don't know what that says. But I probably think it's something to do with Air Whitey, even though it probably is something different, like maybe his favorite wrestler in Japan. A lot of the females. I got you, man. I appreciate you. Alex in the building. What to do? Appreciate you. He said, Harvick, baby. Harvick, I see you. All right, Odin's son is in the building. It said it's raining here. I know that the weather has been crazy. Weather was sensational today. First breath of spring. You can enjoy. Okay. First impressions last forever. That background is sick. Thank you. And like I said, I think that if this is going to be my first NASCAR, live stream, I think that we're going to get a lot of people. I think when they see that thumbnail, it'll probably be the best one out of anyone because Johnny does amazing work. And I'm going to end up putting HD pictures of all the drivers, or as many as I can. And I'll try to do the ticker. But the racers, they move so quickly. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with positioning because they're going to be moving so quick. But maybe like the top 5, top 10, and I'll put it in there. And I'll have to be working, moving my fingers, clicking on a lot of fucking buttons. And I'll have some sweet backgrounds. But it'll be fun, man. I'm really excited. Mr. Williams, he said, hey, just came out to chill for a little bit, so I'll get into the list as well, baby. Appreciate you guys. He said, come out to the West. Hello, NWSF, baby. Sarah said, $50 already. Let's go. NASCAR gang, stand up. I'm surprised on how many people have reached out to me that they actually enjoy NASCAR. It's not like I think it's stupid, and, oh, it's a redneck thing. Well, I guess I'm going to be the first Asian redneck that loves NASCAR. I got figures. I got fucking toys. I got cars. I got a lot of shit in my collection from like 30 years ago. I'm excited to be able to maybe show some of that off and as well as get into this fucking video, baby. Let's go. Let's go. He said Keselowski. Oh, okay. Okay. Bang, 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 bang. $35, my boy. Queen's Quest. All right. Let me know. Let me know. O-Dog going to have to get used to the stage racing. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the off-road. I mean, my favorites before, and I'm not an idiot. I mean, Daytona 500 is always good. Talladega, Bristol. I'm not a fucking moron. I used to watch. I used to watch races like in entirety, like a psycho person or someone that really loved it, which I did love it at the time. But then as time went on, I just, I didn't work with that boss anymore. So I kind of lost the love for it. But I'm going to be back with it. So I'm excited you guys can teach me some things as we go. Yeah, impossible for anyone with the ticker as well. All right, baby. All right, let's get into the video and let's get into my list. We talked about Stranger Things 4. Ooh, I'm so excited. Daytona 500, WWE, NBA All-Star Game weekend. Oh, baby. Let's start off my list, okay? At number 10, it's a guy that's on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is it his birthday today? No, it's not. It's not his birthday today, okay? But what I do know with him, it's going to be a special thing because with him, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I don't think people realize, Tristan Wirfs is the best right tackle in the game, okay? He is the best right tackle in the game. And when he got hurt and when Jensen got hurt, with the Rams, things went downhill for us. I already knew, and even in the prior game to that, I knew that we were fucking in trouble. Anytime that you don't have the top 2 offensive linemen, ready to play and ready to go after the Rams, I was like, oh, this is not good. Because Jensen is a catalyst. He was our best offensive lineman for years and years and years and years, okay? All right, and then we got Tristan Wirfs. And that was amazing, all right? And we got Wirfs locked in for a little while. But Ryan Jensen is my center for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We need to get this motherfucker re-signed. Leonard Fournette, if you want to leave. JPP, you want to leave. I don't give a shit. I need Ryan Jensen. The 2021 offseason was a big one for centers. Corey Linsley with the Chargers signing the biggest deal ever at the position. Lindsey was quickly surpassed by Lion center Frank Ragnow, who's a stud as well. When his extension hit the market, it continued an upward trajectory. Jensen, who earned a decent rating, rating overall with Tom Brady. All right, Brady reunites the retirement, and with the retirement, we know that whoever is next, Kyle Trask, Gabbert, fuck that, maybe Russell Wilson or someone else. But the good strengths about Ryan Jensen, he can finish. He loves to maintain blocks, pancake the fuck out of you, blocking in space. Weaknesses for him, maybe sometimes a little over-aggressive and snap accuracy, okay? But Jensen's best fit is on a downhill rushing offense that takes advantage of his physicality, all right? He's graded above the 70th percentile among centers and gap and zone run schemes over the past 3 seasons. He'd slide into any offense and dominate, but he has had some injuries as of late, so it makes me kind of worry about him. He's one of the most durable centers in the league since he signed with Tampa prior to the 2018 season. He hasn't missed a start for the Buccaneers, notching over 4,000 offensive snaps for the team over that stretch. The projected money, all right, this is where it gets nitty gritty. 3 years, 39 to 40 million. 13 million per year, 24.25 million total guaranteed. That's what we're probably thinking, okay? The bottom line, Jensen became a fan favorite in Baltimore and Tampa Bay because of his fucking attitude and well-rounded game. Plug and play on any fucking team. The biggest concern for suitors that now he's on the other side of 30, that you take a beating, right? And you're an offensive lineman. So with the battle in the trenches in line, You're going to have to maintain and look at that health, but I don't want him to walk away. I think he is one of the best players in the NFL. I can't let him go. Number 10, Ryan Jensen. Stud, all right? If we had him healthy, Tristan Wirfs healthy, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, we would have beat the Rams, and I think we would be Super Bowl champions today, no cap. But injuries are a bitch, and like I said, we can't take that back, and congratulations to the Rams. You did your thing, all right? Number 9. Number 9, you already know who it is. This is the most underrated safety in the game, Jesse Bates III. All right, Cincinnati Bengals. He is great in pass coverage, zone coverage as well. He's on the Cincinnati Bengals. It seems like he gets a pick almost every fucking game. Now, Bates was looking for an extension this past offseason. The Bengals instead chose to prioritize the player they drafted one round after Bates in 2018 and defender Sam Hubbard, who's a stud as well. Now, the Bengals defense took a major step forward in 2021 with the additions of Trey Hendrickson, T-Rex, and obviously we know T-Rex, we're familiar with him, what kind of skill set that T-Rex has. He is a monster. He is a beast, okay? As well as DJ Reader wreaking havoc on opposing quarterbacks. And cornerback addition from the Cowboys, Chidobe Awuzie, outperforming the man he replaced in Washington Commanders, the Commies, William Jackson, the third. All right, now Bates, we already know he's got the real deal Holyfield. He's got the skills, range and coverage, ball skills, plays on the ball. Those are the big strengths for him. Weaknesses, they say it's inconsistency. Throw that out the window. They say it's tackling. I'll give you that. The tackling could be a little bit better, but I think he's got way more pros than cons. All right. The scheme fit for him, that is a plus. Single high free safety, split safety role. All right. Bates showed in 2020 he can be an elite center field safety with the range to get to sideline and make plays on the football. He's an ideal player for the Seattle cover 1, cover 3 style of defense, which is becoming increasingly less prevalent. All right. Increasingly less prevalent. All right. He's also thriving in a system that would split safety shells, what makes him ideal for most of the league in one shape or form. To me, he is the most underrated safety in the game. All right. He's barely missed a snap in his NFL career. No injury concerns. All right. Franchise tag. I assume that's what they're going to do for him. 1 year, 12 to 13 milli. All right. Bottom line, a year ago, Bates was coming off a career year. He looked like the best safety in the game, but it represented a major outlier from the rest of his career and the regression in the season. He's still an impact player. If you think that he's not very good, look what he did for the Cincinnati Bengals at number 9, Jesse Bates III. All right, so I'll go through a couple of these, and then I'll go through some of the comments. Obviously, I want to be able to get your guys' reaction and go through that. And like I said, I have a lot of information to go through. Some of the information that is provided today is going to be from a couple outlets, PFF. There's some Bleacher. I try to get enough information on the money situation. I already know these players, but for the specifics, I had to go a little bit deeper there. So I'm not like Peter Schrager stealing the material and acting like, I didn't get it from somewhere else or I made it up. My name's Peter Schrager. I made Uncle Mo up. Come on, man. Get out of here with that. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. All right, let me see what we got here. Harvick with the Gravedigger scheme. Earn my respect. Okay. O-Dog going to have to get used to the stage racing. Yes, I will. Oh, don't worry about doing the ticker. All right. Let's go, baby. Let's go. He said back to the OG layout. Yes, sir. Oh, baby. Let's go. So I hope we can re-sign Honey Badger. Yeah, Honey Badger is going to be very interesting. He's a leader. You wouldn't have won your Super Bowl without him. Everyone's talking about Mahomes at that Texas Tech game and his wife, Brittany. Let's just get off that fucking shit. Let's try to get the Eric Bieniemy, Patrick Mahomes beef squashed because it sounds like there's a little bit of beef there. Hopefully they can, find a way to get past that. But Jesse Bates III is probably my favorite no-name safety. But after this playoff run, I think everyone really knows who Jesse Bates III is. All right, number 8. I love the NFC South, right? I love the NFC South, S-O-U-F-F, South. And I got to give love to this guy. We know him for being burnt, right? Back in the day, but I still think he's money. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Marcus Williams at number 8. Now, I think a lot of people want to hate on Marcus Williams. I'm not going to be one of those guys. And you're like, wow, Marcus Williams, even ahead of Jensen and Bates. I think this is a key spot really for the Saints. okay? Because you got the Michael Thomas drama. All right, Sean Payton's hat. All right, AK-41 might be going to jail. You want to make sure you keep a lot of these pieces, all right? The spotlight is safety Marcus Williams. The Saints cannot afford to lose this guy, all right? Williams has been one of the continuous threads in the secondary that has experienced some changes over the years. He's got burnt, but he's starting to get better and better every snap that he takes. Now we're at a point where we need to give him more credit for keeping everything in front of him instead of getting blown obviously over the top. And we already know, like with Minneapolis Miracle and some of those plays, that's what he's kind of known for. Now, the Saints have prioritized free agent spending and drafting in the secondary, so we're not suggesting Williams is playing in a weak group, because I love that defense. He graded above 70 for the last 5 years in a row now, and as a free safety for a deep third of the field, which is very impressive. He's only 26, so that's very good. All right, he'll be playing possibly on a franchise tag, depending on if they give it to him or not. He's going to be one of the highest paid safeties in the NFL, believe it or not. Yeah, he got burnt early on in his career, but I really like this guy a lot. I think that he's grown a lot maturity-wise. He likes to talk shit, but he can back it up like Lattimore. All right, strengths, his consistency, performs well in all facets of the game. Weaknesses, physicality, and I think he needs to hit the weight room a little bit, right? And in man coverage, he does get burnt from time to time if he doesn't have help over the top or next to him, okay? The scheme fit and the role. All right, free safety Marcus Williams has been consistently an impressive player for the Saints his whole NFL career. He's been the team's free safety, excellent in zones and in man, all levels of coverage. He'd be a good starting safety in any scheme, but he fits a defense that plays two high safeties. That's where he's going to excel at the most. Maybe like a team like the Falcons or the Houston Texans. But if you're going to go there, you might as well take less money and go back to the Saints. He's been remarkably injury-free, which is nice. And then the projection money is going to be, it looks like from some of the sources that I have, 4 years, 64 to 66 million, which is pretty high. So 16 to 17 million a year, 35 million guaranteed. Now the bottom line, Williams was excellent as a rookie before the embarrassment from the Minneapolis Miracle. You remember that play, right? But since then, he's been very, very good for free safety. Would I take him on Tampa Bay Buccaneers? You bet I ask. You'll bet your ass. You'll bet your ass I would. Marcus Williams, love ya. Appreciate your game. Even though that you and Lattimore talk a lot of shit to Godwin and Evans, I do respect your game, and I would take you on my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 8, Marcus Williams. And then we're going to another Williams. Who is it? Mike Williams, baby, at number 7. All right, we already know Justin Herbert has got mad game. You got Keenan Allen. Obviously, you know the defense with Derwin James and the injury problems that you have there. You're going to need to be able to get another piece to replace Mike Williams, but I hope he comes back. But teams like the Saints should be listening. Teams like the Colts should be listening. Teams like the Buccaneers should wake up and take a peek, all right? He picked a great season to break out and become a consistent player week in and week out, but he did have a dead stretch in the middle of the season. How do I know? Because I had him in fantasy football. All right. He topped his previous season high for receptions by week 12, blazing start for the first 3 weeks, which he was the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL. He ranked 5th in receptions, 22, 6th in receiving yards, 295, and tied for 2nd in explosive plays, 8 within the first few weeks of the season. He still finished with 4 straight 70.0 plus season grade, a career best 76 receptions, 1,146 yards, 15.1 yards per reception, the 4th straight season, averaging over 15 yards per reception. All right, Williams is a big play waiting to happen with rare physical tools. I need to see some more consistency out of him. All right, his weaknesses, injury history, underneath pass patterns, quickness, and his injury status. Strengths, the vertical route tree, the size, and the contested one-on-one catches. He's the man. All right, the scheme and the fit and the role for him. A deep threat, a red zone target, a fade route king. All right. Williams' intimidating size and leaping ability that made him a specialist on that deep down the field and in the red zone. Now, he has short area quickness issues. All right, but he could be a fit for a team like Philly. The Eagles don't really have a skill set like that. Maybe even the Commies for the Commanders, who don't really have a legitimate number 2 from scary Terry McLaurin. Now, the injury history is going to be something that we need to keep an eye on because he does get injured every single year. Projected salary somewhere between 4 years, 68 to 70 million, 17 million per year, 38 million total guaranteed, somewhere in that general range. Now, he's shown that he can be an elite big play threat with an offense. All right, a player that might not have the complete skill set, but a guy that could complement, a team like maybe the Eagles with like a Devonte Smith on one side, Dallas Goedert on one side, and then him on the other. Mike Williams at number 7. All right, let me take a quick break, catch my breath. All right, before we get into number 6. Oh, baby. This is always fun for me, that when we can go over some of the stats like this. You already know I love free agency. Free agency is always one of the best times of the year for me. Let me go through some of the comments here as well. Jesse Bates is a stud. Yeah, they better keep him. Jameson Meza in the building. What a do? Hey, all. Titans in the building. What a do? Eagles John, like Bates a lot. Would love to see him in midnight green, but he probably would be wasted in Philly, a bad scheme fit. Yeah, I don't know if he'd be a fit there, but I think at some point or another, with a guy of talent like Jesse Bates III, I think he could pretty much, chameleon his way anywhere, but I agree. I'm not sure if it would be the best scheme in Philly, but you never know. You got big play Slay. He's getting a little bit older. We'll have to see what you get moving forward. All right. Mike Williams on the Colts. Absolutely. Titans better keep Harold Landry. He's not in my top 10, but he's just right on the outside. So if I end up doing another list like 11 through 20, I'm going to be talking about Harold Landry. And yes, they definitely need to keep him. That's big facts. Devonte better be number 1. Well, you'll have to wait and find out, my guy. Kyle Akers in the building. OBJ, stay with the Rams or play somewhere else. What you think? I think with OBJ, he's already completed everything that he can. You already got Bobby Trees, Robert Woods. You already got Cooper Kupp, right? You don't need to really bring back OBJ. Vaughn Miller would be more of an importance to me. So if it was me, I would say OBJ hangs it up and retires, and he goes in the booth. And if he goes in the booth, he could be like Aqib Talib. He could be like color commentary with someone else like Gus Johnson. You can have a nice dynamic duo. Or he could be on TV on ESPN, NFL Network, CBS, Fox, wherever he wants to go. But I think going to TV would suit him well. I don't know if he really has anything left to prove. OBJ, obviously, with this ACL tear, this is already back-to-back. You're having so many of these injuries. I don't know if he can, really command a lot of money after this injury. He's already proven everything that he could. Is there a good chance that he tears it again? I think there is. So, within the next 2 years, if he does play, I would say there's a great chance for him to tear the left or the right. So at this point, you've already proven everything to me and the rest of the world. Go into TV, and you don't have to worry about tearing your ACL unless you're an idiot on the set. So that would be my thing. I would say go to TV, make your money. But if they can afford him, he's going to have to take a pay cut, because they're not going to be able to afford everyone that's in that free agency pool. Note boom. Obviously Whitworth is gone, so you'll have a little bit of money there, but there's like 3 free agents on the line that they have to take care of. Vaughn Miller is more of an importance in OBJ, since you have Bobby Trees, Robert Woods will be back, but we'll see. Maybe they can find a way if he wants to take less money and come back. I would be rooting for that. Obviously, I wanted OBJ on my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If I knew Antonio Brown was going to be a crazy fuck, I would have tried to get OBJ, and the reason that we didn't try to get him because we already had Antonio Brown, and we didn't think he was going to quit on us. So that's kind of where I'm thinking. I'm thinking more TV for OBJ rather than go to another team. But he could definitely fit in almost anywhere. All right, let me drink some fucking beer. Hold on here. All right, Charles Barkley, Ernie Johnson, and Shaq from the Bucks and the Sixers at halftime. All right, taking a little peek right here. Atatupko and Portis with 24. Embiid and Maxey with 38. Woo! Okay. Let's go back and get back to where I kind of left off. So let's do a quick recap. Number 10, Ryan Jensen, center for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 9, Jesse Bates III, safety for the Cincinnati Bengals. He really made a name for himself this season. I liked him last year and the year before. Number 8, Marcus Williams. All right, one of the better safeties in the league. We always remember him from the Minneapolis Miracle. But you know what? If you go back and look at the Saints drafts that they had with like Ramczyk and AK-41, Marcus Williams, there's been some special drafts. I believe it was like the 2017 draft. That one was really special. Maybe one of the best drafts of all time for the Saints, and maybe in the NFL as far as player for player, skill for skill. Okay. Number 7, Mike Williams. Lots of teams could use him. The Colts, That could be a team. The Saints, that could be a team. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that could be a team. But I imagine Justin Herbert's like, fuck. We got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams on the other side. All right. Derwin James always gets hurt. I know that they're going to be able to make a leap of faith and go, above and beyond like the Bengals. It might take a couple years. Herbert is the man. All right. But having Mike Williams come back would be beneficial depending on the money that you could be able to give him. All right. So again, number 10, Ryan Jensen. Number 9, Jesse Bates III. Number 8, Marcus Williams. Number 7, Mike Williams. What? We'll go to the store after then. Go to the store after if you're drinking that. Okay. All right, bye. It should be that. All right, well, if you're going to go, then that's fine. All right, bye. Girlfriend's drinking my beer. Girlfriend is drinking the beer. Friendship probation. Drinking my Modelo's. Have to go to the store after the show. Number 7, Mike Williams. Number 6. Now, number 6, this player I really like. And we talk about corners, right? And we talk about guys that we think that are, maybe arguably the best in the world. Is Jalen Ramsey even the best corner anymore? Is Stephon Gilmore even the best corner anymore? I'm starting to think that this corner might be one of the top 5 corners in the game, and they got rid of Gilmore for this guy. Bill Belichick knows what he's doing. At number 6, J.C. Jackson. All right, the New England Patriots. This guy is a stud. Now, he played in 2021 on a second-round restricted free agent tender of $3.384 million, which is nothing. All right, presumably seeking an extension before the season. However, the New England Patriots corner and the 2019 Defensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore, that was the best duo, obviously, in that season and kind of moving forward until they got rid of him. Now, if Carlton Davis gets franchise tag, Jackson could be the top man in coverage corner available in the NFL. And obviously, I got Carlton Davis on my team, and even though I'm a Buccaneer fan, check it out. J.C. Jackson, much better than my guy, Carlton Davis. If I was such a biased motherfucker, I'd be like, Carlton Davis, baby, but it's not. J.C. Jackson could be the top guy. He's New England's number 1. He's got receiver ball skills, experience traveling in man and zone. He rarely gets deep. Carlton Davis gets beat fucking all the time, just like fucking, oh boy, on the Cincinnati Bengals, Eli Apple. All right. He hasn't been as effective in zone compared to man, but I think he'll get better on that. And on intermediate routes, he needs to figure out how to close on those a little bit more. Now, the scheme and the fit is New England is the number 1 spot, but outside corner in a man-heavy scheme would be best for him. Second fiddle to Gilmore for years and years and years, but he's been one of the best playmakers in the NFL. The Cowboys, the Saints, that could be landing spots depending on if they could, afford them, and depending on if you keep some of these other players, Lattimore. You got a lot of guys. If Mike Thomas, Michael Thomas can't guard Mike. You can't guard him. You can only hope to contain him. Depending on if you keep him or let him go, there might be some more money there. He hasn't missed significant time with an injury since being drafted in 2018. Several questionable tags in 2020 with some knee issues. I know he had a hip thing. They were minor, though. They weren't season ending. Projected money for this guy, pretty high. 4 years, 72 to 75 million. It's a lot. He is one of the best, though. So 18 to 20 million a year, somewhere in that general range. Probably around 55 to 56 million guaranteed. Now, when you throw at him, he's got one of the lowest passer ratings in the league since 2018, with a combination of rarely getting beat downfield and the ability to produce turnovers. He's athletic. He's definitely got the agility. I like him. Man coverage skill set that teams that covet at the position. One of the best corners in the league. You got to make sure you get him re-signed. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. Number 5. Number 5 is a former New England Patriot as well. Who is it? Chandler Jones. Who? Chandler Jones. There's all kind of Joneses that are out there. Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Aaron Jones. Who? Aaron Jones. But this guy might be the best Jones of them all. Chandler Jones. Edge rusher for the Arizona Cardinals. I have him at number 5, especially when the Super Bowl is going to be in Arizona. The question marks with Kyler. You want to make sure you pair him up with Buda Baker and some of those other studs. Now, he missed 3/4 of 2020 in the NFL season with a bicep injury. Didn't miss a beat in his return. 7 pressures, 5 sacks, week 1. Isn't that nuts? 7 pressures and 5 sack lunches in week 1. Yum, 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 yum. 1 sack lunch, 2 sack lunch, 3, 4, 5. There's not a lot of guys that can get 5 sack lunches. Now, he finished with an 89.8 passer rating due to PFF. All right, his 15 quarterback hits were tied for 6th most with edge defenders. Now he's got double-digit sacks in the past 6 seasons, which is phenomenal, and he played more than 300 snaps. Now, the strengths, length, obviously, look at the length. I mean, you can already look at that. He's like, I don't know, is he dancing right there? I don't know what he's doing right there, but you can tell he's got a lot of length, all right? He's got a great pass rushing skill set. His rapport and his determination and his motor are great. He can convert pressures into sacks almost better than anyone in the league. A weakness for him, tackling. I think tackling could be a little bit better than him. A scheme and a fit. 3-down edge. So he's been an effective 3-down player since entering the league in 2012. Obviously, we remember him from the Patriots. He can do the running. He can do the passing. He's dabbled inside playing over the guard at times, but he's better as an outside rusher, in my opinion. He can do a 4-3 or a 3-4 base system. His injuries, though, is kind of the bugaboo for him. Now, he's been one of the most durable linemen in the NFL until that biceps injury got him. But since that, he's played at least 750 snaps every year from 2012 to 2019. 3 seasons over 1,000, and he played in all but 2 games in 2021. So it seems like even though he's getting older, like a fine wine, he's aging perfectly. Projected 2 to 3 year contract, but probably 2 years, 33 to 35 million, 16 to 18 million a year, 24 milli total guaranteed, 24 to 25, based off what PFF is projecting. All right. Bottom line, the 2019 season saw Jones go from solid elite pass rusher, and then he's really maintained that ever since with tackles, pass rush moves, swim moves. I mean, all those moves in Madden when you're hitting those top buttons, he can do it all. I think that he's taken a little bit of a step back in the past 2 years because he was so elite. But I think that if you look at all the pass rushers in the game, I would definitely take him on Tampa Bay in a fucking heartbeat. That is someone that I would want on my team. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Can we afford them? No, the fuck we can't. But I do love Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones at number 5. So a quick recap. Number 10, Ryan Jensen, center for my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Very crucial to my success next year with Tristan Wirfs at right tackle. All right. Number 9. Jesse Bates III. You didn't know who he was? Now you do with that Super Bowl run. The most underrated safety not named, Jesse Bates. Marcus Williams, now in Saints. You remember him from the Minneapolis Miracle. I love his game. He talks a lot of shit like Lattimore, but I respect him. Number 7, Mike Williams. All right, Mike Williams is a guy that, I had him in fantasy. He started off really strong the first 3 weeks of the year. He needs to really work on his intermediate route running, but he is a big play guy. He was a little bit more consistent this year than last year, but he did have a dead zone, a dead stretch. Hopefully we can get a little bit more consistency. Look for teams like the Bucks, the Colts, the Saints to take a peek at Mike Williams. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. All right, girlfriend got the pizza. I like that. Pizza, beer, let's go. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. Is he better than Stephon Gilmore? Well, obviously, Bill Belichick thinks so, okay? Otherwise, they wouldn't have got rid of him. Number 5, Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones. And let me check the comments here real quick, and then I'll go into my top 4. All right, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION, NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. I already got Marcus Williams in there, my dude. I'm already trying to show you guys some love. All right, you know what I mean? I got Tampa in there, because Jensen is important, but I made sure that I looked at the list, and he is very important. So, I'm not a biased guy. I'm always going to be looking out for you guys. Eagles John. Great fear that Howie's going to shop that second-tier wide receiver emporium again. Well, as long as it's not as bad as J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, you guys will be all right, baby. Jamison Meza. When Taylor Jones got all this sag off of, Taylor Lewan, yep. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The Titans will bounce back, and I don't think you're going to have all those injuries that you had. And obviously, we already know with Landry, he's one of the best. All right. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Pizza. It's looking good. I got the Modelo's as well, but I want to be able to keep my list right. Chandler Jones got all those sacks. Yeah, Taylor Lewan. Yeah, and also, too, once you guys lost Jack Conklin to the Browns, your guys' offensive line hasn't been the same. So I'm really interested to see kind of what direction the NFL draft goes to. There's going to be Not a lot of quarterback talent, in my opinion. I mean, compared to last year's draft, there will be guys like Pickett and Malik, some guys that will kind of show out, I think, a little, but I'm not really that confident in anyone this year at quarterback compared to last year's. I mean, if you look at last year's, all the hype, Trevor Lawrence, right? And Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, oh my God, Trey Lance, Trey Area, right? And Mac Jones, none of them really impressed me. You know what I mean? And obviously, Trey Lance didn't get to play, but I know next year he's going to ball out, and it will be either Trey Lance or Tom Brady lining up for San Francisco 49ers. So I think the Rams and the Niners are going to be very good on the NFC side. AFC side, maybe we'll end up getting the Buffalo Bills, the Chiefs. Will the Bengals be back? Maybe, maybe not. Usually injuries and free agency will kind of derail a team, but we'll see what happens there. Holly Hundo in the building. What to do? So some people are kind of coming in the room. So I'm going over just a few things. First off, let me actually take the banner down and before I go into my top 4. So Holly, we were discussing Stranger Things. Stranger Things, one of my favorite shows. All right, May 27th, July 1st, Volume 1, Volume 2, baby. It's back. 2 years in the making. All right, and then they've already agreed to do season 5. So after these two, kind of split up seasons, it's extra long this season and this year. I'm excited about that. We're going to get Volume 1, Volume 2, and then they're going to do season 5, and then it's OVA. Not OVO like Drake's label, but OVA. So I'm really excited about that. We talked about that early on, so that'll be exciting. We also talked about the Daytona 500 and Johnny doing this amazing, beautiful thumbnail for me. Cost me a lot of money. I told him I wanted drivers on there, cars on there, and I have to always shout out Johnny and his amazing work. He's never done a Daytona 500 or NASCAR anything thumbnail, but I'm pushing him to the limits. And I think that he's so talented that no matter what I come up with, when we brainstorm together, we come up with beautiful shit like this. And I'll be doing WWE Elimination Chamber, 9 a.m. on Saturday. The dunk contest, 3-point contest, skills challenge later on Saturday. So probably 8 or 9 hours of streaming on Saturday, and then 8 or 9 hours on Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, Daytona 500, and then at 5 p.m., the NBA All-Star Game. All right, look at that beautiful thumbnail by Johnny. Shout out to him. And then we're going over the top 10 list, and I'll do like 11 through 20, but I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown. All right, number 10, Ryan Jensen. Number 9, Jesse Bates III. Number 8, Nyland Saints, Marcus Williams, baby. We know him from the Minneapolis Miracle, but I like him. I would take him on Tampa in a heartbeat, and no other Buck fan would ever say that on planet Earth. Number 7, Mike Williams. Justin Herbert wants his guy, but look for the Colts, right? The Saints, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a few teams to see if he is available. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. They let Gilmore go. They need to re-sign J.C. if they want to have a chance to do some things with Mac Jones. And speaking of a Jones, number 5, Chandler Jones. Is he the best Jones in the NFL? He's better than Mac Jones. Mac Jones. He might be on the same skill level as Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, as Tom Grossi would know. But Chandler Jones, you got to make sure you keep him at number 5. Now we're getting into my top 4. We're getting into my top 4, and my list might surprise you, okay? Number 4, they just won the Super Bowl, all right? And we knew OBJ was very instrumental. They don't need him. He can go into TV, but we're talking about a guy that still had a lot of game left, and I was very impressed with Vaughn. Vaughn is a Hall of Famer through and through, all right? The projection here, it's driven by something that we've seen, obviously, within the last few months. Was Vaughn Miller still a good player? We didn't know. Was he the same player as he was in Denver? We didn't think so. But if you saw what he did with the sack lunches, the pressures with Aaron Donald, this has got to be the number one priority for the Rams. We already know Sean McVay is coming back. Aaron Donald's coming back, all right? But I was so impressed on what he did. A 90.4 overall grade in the regular season. That was ranked 4th among edge defenders, according to PFF. All right. Now, the Rams sent the Broncos a 2nd and 3rd round pick for the 2022 NFL draft for, obviously, Vaughn Miller. And it took a little bit for him to get his feet underneath him. All right. He had to retain Denver agreed to retain it was around 8 or 9 million in salary. I think it was 9. All right. And then to be able to get the deal kind of boosted and finished. Nevertheless, the Rams gave up a lot. He said, fuck those picks. Right. With all the guys that are in the organization. Fuck the picks. I mean, they don't even have a 1st-round pick until like 2024. But they went all in, right? They went all in with Vaughn Miller, all in with this guy as well. All right? We remember him. He had the ACL tear. OBJ. Odell Beckham Jr. He tore his ACL, but we saw the impact of OBJ in the Super Bowl, and we saw the impact of Vaughn Miller. The strengths, he's an elite athlete. He's got a never-ending motor, all right? Variety of ways to win as a pass rusher. He's a disciplined run defender. He does have injury history, but so far, so good. I like it. And his age. Age is just a number. That's what they say when you end up dating someone. Once you get past 18, you might date someone that's 28, all right? Age is just a number, all right? The scheme and the fit. He's a 3-down edge. Now he's played 4 snaps with his hand in the dirt since 2018. So he's not going to probably do that. He'll probably be a little standing up a little bit more often than not. But the Rams are the leaders in the clubhouse to extend him after the trade. Obviously, a cross-city move to the Chargers is what I'm hearing. Now, Staley, they already got Joey Bosa there. Now, if you could have Vaughn Miller and Joey Bosa, that could put them competing, and maybe the Chargers could be the Cincinnati Bengals of 2021 if they can get guys like Derwin James to stay healthy. They already got Asante Samuel Jr. in the draft. We obviously remember his daddy, Asante Samuel. And then we also remember Rashawn Slater ended up being one of the best tackles in the draft too. Very, very interesting to see if the Rams keep him. If it was me, I definitely would be re-signing him, all right? Current projection, 1 to 2 year contract, 30 to 35 million, somewhere between 14 to 17 million a year, which is a lot for a guy that's old, but he still has a lot of game. And there's some concerns about his age and the ankle injuries. Yes, I know. But what I saw in the playoffs and what I saw in the regular season, pay that man. Number 4, Vaughn Miller. All right, quick recap. Number 10, Ryan Jensen. Number 9, Jesse Bates III. Number 8, Marcus Williams. Number 7, Mike Williams. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. Number 5, Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones? Number 4, Vaughn Miller. And now we get into my top 3, and I guarantee that you will not guess all 3 of the players that I'm going to go over. At number 3, I was going to put him at number 2, but I'm going to give respect to the guy at number 2. At number 3, the most coveted wide receiver, not named Devonte, Chris motherfucking Godwin. I cannot let this guy go away from my team. Now, Godwin is just as valuable as Mike Evans. If I had him, and if AB was going to be a fucking psycho, I think I still could have competed against the Rams in that NFC championship game. I think that, or in the divisional round, excuse me, because it was the Niners. See, I got ahead of myself thinking that we were in the fucking NFC championship game. That's what I was hoping for, all right? Now, Godwin and the Bucks, they're unable to come to an agreement because he wants money. He's going to get paid. Everyone wants Godwin. And you could argue Godwin's better than Mike Evans. I mean, Mike Evans has got the 1,000-yard seasons year in and year out. He's maybe that deep threat, but who's a better intermediate route runner and maybe a guy that has better hands? It is Chris Godwin from Penn State. I love him, all right? He's one of those guys that can do anything and everything. He had 98 passes through week 15 through the torn ACL. He probably would have ended up with probably 110. Maybe a little bit more. He's always getting the opportunities with his route running. He's got great hands, contested catches like Mike Evans. He's very good. Versatility, agility. He's got it all. Only weakness I have with him is maybe press man coverage and maybe a little bit of the injuries. But this is the first injury that was really season ending for him. Scheme fit. All right, he's a Z receiver, if you guys know what that means. So he's the best destroying the zone coverages, better than any other receiver, I feel, in the NFL, besides maybe a Devonte Adams. Struggles a little bit more in that alignment from time to time from, press coverage, press man or man-to-man. It probably keeps him away from being a true number 1. But depending on who you have on your team already there, I think that he could complement anyone as a wide receiver 2. And on most teams, he will be a wide receiver 1. He fractured a finger in 2020. He missed 1 game there. Hamstrings obviously has been an issue for him as well. And then the season came to an end with the torn ACL and the MCL. 4 years, 70 to 75 million, 17 to 20 million a year, 36 to 38 million guaranteed. I hope the Bucks re-sign him. If there was one guy that I want my Bucks to re-sign, regardless if I have a shit quarterback, it's Chris Godwin. Please come back to my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The bottom line, he's intriguing as a receiver because he can dominate at times, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns in a game. We've seen him at Penn State. He's a perfect complementary wide receiver to a star X wide receiver. I think that he can do it in any system. And like I said, game in and game out, if you had to choose one guy that's more consistent, Mike Evans or Chris Godwin, it's Chris Godwin. And I think he's the type of guy that he can dominate in the 20 to the 20s. Mike Evans might be better in the red zone, depending on who's the quarterback. But let's not sleep on Chris Godwin. I think that when he's healthy, him and Mike Evans are both top 10 wide receivers. And if you want to be a hater, he's like number 11 then, or number 12 if you don't want to give him that credit. Godwin is the man. He's been good since Penn State. He's really projected a lot, in the next, I don't know, I would say in the last few years, he's really impressed a lot of people, but I think that he can improve and get as high as maybe top 7 in the NFL, depending on the team that he goes to. Number 3, Chris Godwin. Now, I need to go through the messages because we have way too fucking many. All right, so let me go through that real quick. Let me catch my breath a little bit. Let me drink some beer, maybe eat a slice of pizza. Embiid's got 29 points and 8 boards. Let's go, baby. Woo! Your boys hustling. Your boys grinding. It's going to be a busy, busy week. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. All right, let me go through all the comments because I know there's a shitload. There's like 40. Kettle was like, what about my Saints? I already took care of that, homie. I already got you one guy in there. And like I said, maybe you'll have another. Holly's in the building. Holly Hundo. Stranger Things. Stranger Things. We all love Stranger Things. Johnny is fucking incredible. It was amazing, man. Amazing work. Amazing work. Kettle says, I got no school for a 4-day weekend, so I can watch the streams. Awesome. It's a little bit of job uncertainty. I have a mystery meeting at 11 a.m. Uh-oh. All right. Well, don't stress. Just hang out with your boy. All right. Hopefully everything is okay. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Joe Fly in the building. Yeah, they're going to promote you to CEO or CFO. All right. Holly Hundo, I see you. And you are the best. V-Man. Bang. I hope NFL Films has Machete narrate America's game. Yeah, that would be awesome, right? That would be awesome. $2 from the biggest Jets fan, Jets, Jets in the building. My dude. Rob Navarro, Brandon Cooks, Todd Gurley, and Jared Goff all come off the Rams books in March or April. I believe the Rams will retain OBJ and Vaughn Miller. Vaughn Miller more important than OBJ. I think OBJ should go to TV. I think you guys already got Robert Woods. You got Cooper Kupp. You're going to get Higbee back from the injury. You don't really need him, but, I mean, obviously we know how important he is. And if you could have OBJ, Bobby Trees, and Cooper Kupp with what you guys already accomplished this year, I totally understand. $52 and donos. I feel you. Rob Navarro in the building. Apologize for that burp. The burps are coming out with me just having so much passion and energy for the stream. All right. I do have some pizza sitting right here. I got pepperoni, sausage, all of it. Looks like some kind of combination pizza, but I'm going to wait on it. Just wait on it. All right. And I'm going to keep going because that's what I do. All right. I'm grinding. I'm hustling, and I'm still going. So it looks like I finally got caught up. Sarah says, I love pizza. I do too. AJ Brown, Julio Jones, Chris Godwin would be pretty dynamic. Yes, it would. Don't be stealing my players away. I need my team to be somewhat still halfway decent. Okay. All right, here we go. Quick recap. Number 10, Ryan Jensen. Number 9, Jesse Bates III. And let me get the comment out of there for Jameson Mazes so all of us can see. Number 8, Marcus Williams for the Saints fans. You know I give you guys love. Number 7, Mike Williams. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. Number 5, Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones. Number 4, Vaughn Miller. Number 3, Chris Godwin. And I'm going to mute the TV right here, okay? At number 2, you will not believe who I have at number 2. Are you guys ready? At number 2, from the Nollan Saints, offensive tackle.
Teron Armstead.
Who?
Teron Armstead.
Who?
Teron Armstead.
Yeah, baby. You already know what it is. Saints fans are like, wow, O-Dog is really putting in the work. Yes, I am. And this guy doesn't get enough love. And you know I'm going to give him love. Who?
Teron Armstead.
Yes, sir. All right. You know I love Ryan Ramczyk. All right. You know I love him. But the Nollan Saints, they rarely get a player that they want and to keep long-term. They let him just go away. Now, after making Ryan Ramczyk, who's one of my favorite offensive linemen besides Quentin Nelson, Sarah Small, you feel me. With the Saints fans, we already know what Ryan Ramczyk will give you. The highest paid right tackle in NFL history by a decent margin with the 5-year, $96 million extension before 2021. Now, with Armstead, they might want to consider letting him go, but I think that would be a horrible decision. He's been consistently one of the best tackles in football since he was drafted in 2013, earning an overall grade of 75.0 from PFF. And each season since he's been in the league, he's graded better as a pass blocker over his career. He's not a liability in the run game by any means. And if Armstead does get to test the open market, a dozen or more teams will be lining up to try to sign who?
Teron Armstead.
Who?
Teron Armstead.
Oh, baby. You know, he's elite. Elite in pass protection, scheme, diverse run blocker, baby. Explosive athlete. He does have injury issues, though. That's the one thing that we are kind of like, okay, can you stay healthy out there? Now, he's a high-end starting left tackle. There's not really a lot of weaknesses besides the injury status. One of the position's best pass protectors, rarely loses one-on-one in the run game in both gap and zone run concepts. That's facts. Now, plenty of teams with cap space. So this is what it means. Saints, please do yourself a favor and please bring back this guy on your team.
Teron Armstead.
You can't afford to let him go, okay? Jacksonville Jags, they're looking. Miami Dolphins, they're looking. All right, so if they opt to not bringing him back, then maybe slotting next to Quentin Nelson in Indianapolis, and we were just talking about that, that might be the most intriguing potential spot. Could you imagine if you have Quentin Nelson and
Teron Armstead.
Indianapolis with Jonathan Taylor? Oh, my. All right, he played over 750 offensive snaps just twice in the first 6 seasons of his career due to a litany of injuries. But he's been healthier as of late, heading into 2021, going into 2022. Now, he missed 9 games in 2021 with elbow and knee injuries. I still love him, though. Fuck what the haters say. I have him even ahead of Godwin. All right, think about that. I have you ahead of Chris Godwin. Who?
Teron Armstead.
Damn right, okay? So projected, 3 years, $60 million. And that's on the low end. It might end up being 65. So we're talking 20, 21, 22, 23 million a year, 43.75 million guaranteed, all the way up to maybe 45, 46. He's that fucking good. Bottom line, because Stone Cold said so and O-Dog said so. We recently saw an elite tackle on the wrong side of 30 with injury concerns step into San Francisco's offense, all right? What was his name? Do you guys remember? Trent Williams. They said, Trent Williams doesn't have any game. Trent Williams is the best left tackle in the game right now. So anyone that says that when you get past 30 that you can't play still, bullshit. We already know that he can. He's one of the best all-around tackles in the league. He'll make any offensive better. And if Sarah Small gets this man to join Quentin Nelson, this man right here,
Teron Armstead.
watch out with Jonathan Taylor. That motherfucker will get over 2,000 yards rushing. But I hope for the Saints, sake that they end up keeping him. Number 2 overall, even ahead of Chris Godwin.
Teron Armstead.
Damn right. Let's go, baby. Woo! Hey, baby. And you already know who it is at number 1. At number 1, baby, Devonte Adams, the best in the league, not named Cooper Kupp or Tyreek the Freak Hill. You know I wasn't going to be an idiot not have him at number 1. Now, Adams made it clear that he wanted to be the best, highest paid player at wide receiver, period. Okay? Aaron Rodgers, is he coming? Is he going? Are they going to franchise tag Devontae? More than likely. All right. But when you look at his game, matters become a little bit more complicated when you try to determine, really where he's going to go. If he decides to leave, the number 1 choice for me would be the Raiders and playing with Derek Carr, his Fresno State college teammate. Isn't it crazy that no one even knew who Devonte Adams was or Derek Carr was when they played at Fresno State? I watched them. I saw them. I didn't really know how good they were going to be, but it's really crazy how they've developed, and Aaron Rodgers is a big part of that. And if he goes back home to hang out with his boy, Carr, right, in Vegas, it could be big. And obviously we have to see if the Packers are going to franchise tag him or not. Now, the franchise tag for Adams will be just shy of $20 million. That's tough. That's tough. So it's making it less likely given Green Bay's salary cap. They're in salary cap hell, just like the Saints. Strengths, probably the best route runner in the game. That little hop step that he does, obviously he got that from Doug Baldwin from the Seahawks. There's no one better at that little hop step at the line of scrimmage. You can't guard him. You only can hope to contain him. We always talk about Mike Thomas, but Devonte Adams is the real deal. Holyfield, the release at the line, his hands, the route running, durability, there's some issues there, but overall he is the man. All right, number 1 elite wide receiver in the NFL. He can make any team, just increase that productivity. We're talking about 10 touchdowns. 15 touchdowns. He's got potential to get you 20 touchdowns in a season. He is that fucking good. A receiver needy team. Obviously it could be a package deal with Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. But obviously Derek Carr in Vegas, that's an obvious connection. He had some minor injuries that caused him to miss a little pocket of time. Nothing too crazy. Ankles, hamstrings, a little toe, little toe action. Nothing too crazy. Current projection. 4 years, $93 million. It could be as high as $100 million. Let's just, big facts. $65 million total, maybe 70. I mean, he's that fucking good. Bottom line, Adams is the best receiver in the game. Even though Cooper Kupp had the best season this year, overall, Devonte Adams, Tyreek the Freak Hill, Cooper Kupp, you can talk about those 3 guys. Cooper Kupp was number 1 overall this season. That's big facts. He had the best season in the regular season and the playoffs ever of all time, right? Cooper Kupp. But overall, after the season, moving forward, I think most of us can agree that he's the best receiver in the game. He's a jewel. He is the crown jewel of the NFL. It's not going to be cheap. So we got to figure out if Green Bay is going to keep him or let him walk. But if you end up losing Devonte Adams and Aaron Rodgers, you are in fucking trouble. All right? Let's do a real recap of the list. Number 10, Ryan Jensen. Number 9, Jesse Bates III. Number 8, Nolans Saints safety Marcus Williams. Number 7, Mike Williams. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. Number 5, Chandler Jones. Number 4, Vaughn Miller. Number 3, Chris Godwin. Number 2,
Teron Armstead.
Number 2,
Teron Armstead.
Number 2,
Teron Armstead.
and number 1, you already know who it is, Devonte motherfucking Adams. Woo! And that's your boy putting in work and giving you guys an interactive show, putting in the time, the effort, the drive, the passion, a couple notes from Bleacher, PFF. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You know, it's not easy being cheesy, you know, an easy breezy cover girl. You know, I have to put in the time, the effort, the grind. I hope you guys enjoyed that list. And I know a lot of people are surprised that I had who? Who did I have at number 2?
Teron Armstead.
Over Chris Godwin, but hey, he deserves it. And, you know, Devonte Adams, he is the real deal Holyfield. All right, baby. Now, 89-95, all right, 97-89 Philly. I need to drink some Modelo, and I need to have some pizza. Woo! That was an hour and 10 minutes nonstop. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Donate to your boy. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. Woo! I'll tell you what, you know, to be able to go nonstop with that kind of energy, you know, for an hour, 10 minutes, there's not a lot of people that can do that. You know what I mean? You got to really push yourself. And I wanted to give you guys a good show. You know, I always give you all my blood, all my sweat, all my tears. And I know the list probably surprised a lot of y'all. A couple Saints players in there. Devonte Adams, we knew it was going to be at the top. But you guys know I love defense. I love offensive line. And I can't not, you know, pretend that these guys don't matter. These guys matter. If we don't have him, we're fucked. You know, if the Bengals lose him, they're fucked. If you lose Marcus Williams, you know, if you think that's not a big deal, you know, or Armstead, it's going to be a big deal. Godwin's a big deal for us also. Vaughn Miller, OBJ, that's very important. Same thing with Devonte Adams. Chandler Jones has been a stud from New England all the way to the Arizona Cardinals. You know, day in and day out, game in and game out. J.C. Jackson's a stud. Obviously, we already know that they chose him over Stephon Gilmore, who's on the Panthers. We'll see where he goes next. Mike Williams got a little bit more consistent this year, but I still need to see a little bit more consistency rather than just week 1 through 3 in fantasy football for me. And maybe the most underrated guy on my list right here. And everyone that's watching that's like, wow, you know, this guy actually is not biased. Like, he's actually giving love to even rival players in the division, because that's what I do. That is what I do. Saints fans like, oh, we love Orion. I see you, Sean Payton. I see you, Dennis Allen, AK-41. I see you. Saints fans, let's go. Let's go. Cheers. Gang, gang, gang. Woo! Man. Crazy, crazy. So I'm hearing Colts trading Wentz to Steelers. Possibly. It's okay. It's great stream. Everybody take care. Stay safe. Absolutely, man. He wanted to come in there. The Bucks are frauds. Hybrid in the building. What to do? Cheers. Woo! But I'm going to be watching a little bit of this game. I can go back through the list. So just bear with me. That was like an hour and 10 minutes nonstop talking, you know, just giving you my all. Let me eat a couple bites of pizza, have a couple sips of beer, and then any other questions that you guys have, we can go over a Q&A or anything else that you want to go over or any other breaking news. What are we at on the dono side right now through the Cash App and the YouTube Super Chat? Are we at 50-something? Ooh, those Sixer uniforms are interesting. Come on, Milwaukee. What's up, dude? 101 to 93. Air Whitey, where's your Bucks at, my dude? David Goldstein, I hope the Eagles get a veteran number 2 receiver. I mean, if you guys get Chris Godwin, imagine what that would do for you. And I know you guys want Russell Wilson like the Buccaneers do. But if you don't get Russell Wilson and he comes home because he went to Penn State, can you imagine the numbers that he'll put up? He'll make Jalen Hurts like a Pro Bowler. Facts. He'll make him a Pro Bowler. That's big facts. We're at $52. Yeah, hopefully we can get that to at least $100. Obviously, I had to pay Johnny, for the thumbnail, and the thumbnail alone was $35. So any type of support, love, any type of, donos that I can get. Obviously, this is going to be worth it, though. Sometimes you got to invest in yourself. And obviously, this is the template. He never did any type of NASCAR, thumbnail for me. And then moving forward, I'll probably have to pay $15 to $25 for the thumbnails, whether it be WWE, Daytona, the NBA. But I was like $35, to pay someone like, Johnny. It's worth it to me because I could have did a simple, thumbnail through him. But I was like, you know what? I want something that really is special that stands out. You can see the track in the background, nice Daytona 500 logo. I got a couple racers that I specifically told them that I wanted to have there with the cars. I mean, I just don't know anyone else that does work like this. And if I can give Johnny my money and, obviously Grossi and a few others pay him as well, I don't mind. You know what I mean? This is a great investment. And this thumbnail is fucking incredible. Fucking incredible. For me, I won't lie. I haven't watched on a regular basis in 15 or 20 years. I'm a Dale Earnhardt guy, Intimidator, number 3. I like Dale Jr. back in the day. I followed Jimmy and Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart, but I haven't really followed as of late. And I obviously know, with the last couple years, you had Kyle Larson. I believe he won the championship, had like 10 wins last year. And then you ended up having Chase Elliott. I think he won it the year before. And I recognize some of the names like, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr. I remember him, partnering up with Dale Jr. back in the day. Keselowski, Brad. I remember, he used to race back in the day. So I remember about a quarter of the roster, but there are some guys that were in that lower tier that have moved up to the NASCAR series, obviously, and I'm going to have to get educated. So I'm going to be grinding it out, and I don't really have necessarily a favorite, but I probably will once I watch the season. I'm not going to just be a bandwagon guy, but there is a reason why that I ended up choosing, Kyle Larson as well as Chase Elliott because of just the success that they've had over the last few years. So, and I thought that would be a nice kind of like, bang, like, look at this, and I don't know how many people do NASCAR on YouTube, but I imagine that once they see this, we'll be able to get a nice following, maybe get some new subs, some views, maybe some good donos. And I'm excited to be able to have some extra content rather than NFL and college football. I'll still do that, but we're going to do AEW, WWE. I'll be doing Elimination Chamber at 9 a.m. on Saturday. I'll be doing the 3-point contest, the dunk contest, the skills challenge. So I'm going to be streaming like 8 or 9 hours on Saturday and 8 or 9 hours on Sunday. Daytona 500 is at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, and then the NBA All-Star Game is going to be at, I believe, 5 p.m. And that on Sunday. So your boy is going to be hustling, grinding. Shout out to Johnny. Incredible work that this man does. Love it, man. I mean, I get excited and I have to show it off. You know what I mean? When it looks that fucking good. You are incredible, Johnny. Let me take the banner down so you can see the full. Woo, baby. Look at that. And I said, I want cars. You know what I mean? I got to have drivers. You know what I mean? I got to have the fancy thumbnail. If I got to pay $10 more for that, I don't give a shit. I was like, let's make it happen. And he did a fantastic job. I mean, he is one of the best in the world at thumbnails. I told him he should open up his own business. Thumbnails Inc., Thumbnails LLC. Like, he doesn't think that he can actually make a living doing thumbnails, but he's wrong. He has me. He's got Grossi. He's got Clickbait Sports. He can do it for people in Twitch, video game people. He can make a business doing thumbnails alone, and I'm trying to encourage him to have him believe in himself that he's that good, that he can make a living doing thumbnails. And I don't know if he thinks he can. I know he can. So I'm going to keep encouraging him. I'm going to keep giving him my money, and he's going to be my graphics guy forever. Same thing with Grossi. That's facts. Great job by him. If I can always motivate someone to believe in themselves, that's one thing that I know I can do. That's big facts. Phenomenal job by fucking my boy Johnny. Incredible. It turned out even better than I even anticipated. Nice. Rickenstein in the building. What to do? Yep. Air Whitey in the building. Rob in the building. Same as Gordon growing up. 24. Yeah, 24 is I actually have, Rob, I have a Jeff Gordon autograph card. You know how like they have basketball cards, baseball cards, football cards, and then you open them up back in the day and you get like the autograph. I actually have a officially like authentic autograph from Jeff Gordon from like his rookie season. It's like from 93, 94. He's got the mullet with the DuPont, jacket on with the suit on. And it's worth over $100. It's in mint condition, like Gem Mint 10. I should get it graded because I think it would grade out Gem Mint 10 or Mint 9. But it's one of my coveted NASCAR possessions. I got some artwork. I got some Richard Petty. I got some Dale Earnhardt Intimidator stuff. I got McFarlane's. I got a lot of stuff, but the Jeff Gordon autograph is the only autograph that I own in NASCAR, and it's slick, and it's an old one too. The graphics are fire. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'll show you. I can always grab it during the NASCAR stream. I can go grab it right now, but I mean, I'll just wait till the NASCAR stream if you're going to be in there, if you want to check it out. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I put in a lot of effort and time and energy into everything. And as you can tell, I mean, going balls to the wall, going over, an hour and 10 minutes straight, giving you my high energy. And it's not very many people that can match my energy. But I did love NASCAR because I had an old boss, Ed O'Neill, same name as Al Bundy. Al Bundy's real name. And we obviously know him from Married with Children and a few other shows that he's done. And he was really into it. He would go to the Vegas races. He would get me programs, and I would have cars and figures. And then, like, after I stopped working with him, I didn't have anyone to talk NASCAR with. So then I kind of lost interest. I would always watch Daytona, Talladega, Bristol a little bit, beginning and end. But in the last, 10 to 15 years, I haven't been keeping up. But I've had a lot of people like Panthers fan, Forbidden Alchemy. They said that they would pay me $200 just to do NASCAR this season for Daytona alone. And I was like, well, shit, man, if you think that it's going to be worth it to do that. And then they race from now all the way to October, November. So that'll give me something else to do while the MLB is in lockout. So we'll do AEW, WWE wrestling. We'll do MLB if they ever get out of the fucking lockout. We'll do NBA. And then now I got something else to do in NASCAR. It won't be for everyone, but I think we will gain a fan base. And hopefully we get some good donos out of it as well, man. That's facts. Time for some pizza.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of time, like BA got his feet set. He already knew what he wanted to do. I did a good roll, missed it for 3-point territory. The Yankees 4 of 6.
103.97 on TNT, the Sixers. No Harden, I believe. Is Harden playing? I don't think he is. I think Harden's still injured. So no Harden. But I know Air Whitey, we watched Giannis go for a 50 burger just a few nights ago. And I don't really like the NBA and WWE a lot, but I mean, I don't really have a lot of options now. I have to, kind of suck it up, and I'm going to pay attention more to the NBA, college basketball. I'm going to pay attention a little bit more to some of these other things. And maybe I'll even do some NHL at some point. It's not yet, but maybe at some point I'll do NHL. I know Odin's child really wants me to do that also. Matt Payton in the building. What to do? Let me check. Nothing on my Facebook. Nothing on my Facebook app. Let me check Venmo real quick. No, and then we still are at $50 in the Cash App, and then whatever $2 or $4, whatever we are on the YouTube Super Chat. So we're still sitting around that same amount. So hopefully maybe a few more people can come in, show a little bit of love. I put in all my heart and soul in that fucking top 10, and I definitely made it more interesting, I think, than most people would think. I definitely had nothing. You're not going to see that list like anywhere else. You know what I mean? I definitely made that custom for this channel. You know what I mean? There's going to be people that have some of the same names, but not in the same order. And like I said, I wanted to be able to show some love to the Saints and some of these players, and show love to some of the offensive linemen. Because as we saw, the Cincinnati Bengals, after quarterback, offensive line is a big, big, big thing. You know what I mean? If you don't have offensive line, you ain't going to win nothing. That's facts.
And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you could be working out a way to pay for this yourself.
A lot of rumors are bullshit, so you got to kind of weed through them and whatnot. But like Mahomes and Bieniemy beefing, there could be some truth to that, but we have to kind of wait for something to kind of pan out. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. And I apologize if you just came in the stream now as I'm eating. I already went balls to the wall. I went ham for about an hour and 10 minutes straight. Matt, you just came in the room, so I'll go through my list again, and I'll show you. Just give me a second to eat another piece of pizza. Just get some substance in me. May have a couple sips of beer, and then I'll redo my top 10 for you. Hendrick Motorsports, baby. Number 24. Number 24 is my favorite number, too. I've always been a 24 guy. Ken Griffey Jr., Kobe. Something about 24 when I was a kid. Jamal Mashburn, when I was a kid, it's like something about that number 24. It's always been, my favorite number. And I always liked the athletes that wore 24. But I met Ken Griffey Jr. when I was 7. A lot of people have heard that story. And obviously he's my hero besides my dad. And so, 24 is something that's through and through. And I got a lot of respect for Kobe as well. 24-8. That's big facts. What up, dude? How's that weather in Hawaii, my dude? Go Ducks. I'm ready, man. I am ready for the Dan Lanning era.
Yeah, movement that inspires.
So every video ends like this.
No, you're missing the eyes. He does this. I feel like it's in between those two. Like it's like.
How about that?
All right, I'll eat the rest of that pizza later. All right, let me go through here. One sec. Yeah. Giving you all that energy, though, man, it gets tough, when you want to just give your whole passion and your soul, to everything that you do. And obviously, this is a dream. I've been doing this shit for 10 years, and it feels so good to finally say that I have enough support from the Fanatic family that I can actually not have to work a regular 9-to-5 or 8-to-5 job, that I have enough, funds coming in that I can actually just do, shows every day and, make my dream come true. I still got a long ways to go with subs and views, but the donos are some of the highest per person on YouTube. And like I said, I really appreciate all the support and all the love. We talked about Stranger Things 4. Let me take off the banner there. And obviously that came out earlier today. Volume 1, May 27th. Volume 2, July 1st. Can't wait. I'm a big Stranger Things guy. And they're going to do a season 5 in a year or two after this. And then once season 5 is over, Stranger Things is over forever. So I'm really excited. They've been working on this bitch for like 2 years. It's one of my favorites of all time. I love Game of Thrones, Dexter. I also love True Blood. Those were probably my top 3. But Stranger Things is probably number 4. And we're on Stranger Things 4. So I wanted to make sure we brought that up. Love Stranger Things. I got to represent Johnny. And, doing the Daytona 500 thumbnail for me. We're going to be doing NASCAR this year. He made this for me earlier today. Wanted to show it off. Beautiful. Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, the cars, the images. This guy is one of the most talented motherfuckers on planet Earth. I'm going to be doing WWE, WWE Elimination Chamber at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Early. It's in Saudi Arabia. Then I'll be doing the skills 3-point dunk contest later on Saturday, 8 or 9 hours straight with maybe a little bit of a break. And then at 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, Daytona 500. And then at 5 p.m. Pacific time, NBA All-Star game. And then my top 10 free agents. And this is, definitely very hard for me to come up with the list. But number 10, Ryan Jensen. Number 9, Jesse Bates III. Number 8, Marcus Williams. Number 7, Mike Williams. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. Number 5, Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones. Number 4, Vaughn Miller. Number 3, Chris Godwin. Number 2, who is it?
Teron Armstead.
Who?
Teron Armstead.
Who?
Teron Armstead.
Damn right. Teron Armstead. And at number 1, Devonte Adams. Woo! And then obviously I had a breakdown with some PFF, Bleacher, and some other, stats and different knowledge and whatnot. So definitely wanted to kind of give you guys my perspective on all that as well. You like that? Can you guys hear that when I push the button? Can you guys hear that animated voice? You like that shit, huh? I'm always trying to come up with something fun and fresh for you guys. I'm always trying to keep it brand new, I don't want it to be the same shit all the time. And that was something that was really big because I even had him over Godwin. And if I'm so biased, there's no way in hell a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan is going to have Armstead ahead of Godwin. But I do, because I know the impact of what Armstead could do, not only on the Saints with Ramczyk, or if he joined the Colts. Can you imagine Quentin Nelson and Armstead on the same team? My God. Amazing, man. Amazing.
Maxey trying to work through a little knee issue at the end of the play.
106, 103, Sixers. No James Harden, but the Bucks are coming back. Good matchup. Oh, no game after this? That sucks. Only one game. Milwaukee won 118-109 earlier in the year. And I'm not a big fan of NBA or college basketball unless it's March Madness. But MLB's on strike. NASCAR's starting. I have to get myself involved. I have to push myself, even though, I'm not a big fan of the product overall. I have to, open my mind a little bit and be a little bit more accepting that I'm going to do college basketball. I am going to do NBA. And I actually am more excited about NASCAR, to be honest, because I haven't seen it in like 15, 20 years. And I'm curious to see what the fan base is like and the energy. Because when I used to watch it, I had a Bose surround sound system, and I would turn that up full blast, and it would be throughout my whole house. I think the neighbors would get pissed, but I just really enjoyed, just the speed, the fights, and just the camaraderie, of Hendrick Motorsports and Roush and all the different, I know Floyd Mayweather has got his own little racing team now as well, so it'll be interesting to see on kind of how it goes. You assume they will, but you don't know. You assume they will, but you don't know. Yeah, they might not. Some guys might want money. As much as I want Godwin, he might want to walk away. That's facts. But if there's anyone else that has any questions, I was going to do about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We're about an hour and a half in at this point. Not everyone got the notification right away. But I do appreciate, the people that came in, that showed love. And like I said, let's take a quick look at the news to see if there's anything else that's kind of popping off at this point. But, I'm always going to hustle. I'm always going to grind. I'm always going to put in the time and the effort. Philly 109, Milwaukee 108. Big comeback by the Bucks. Right. Anything else that's popping off, Sarah? In sports, on anything on your timeline or whatnot. And again, this is going to be the last, 30 minutes or so. This could be like a nice kind of Q&A session. So if anyone has any questions about NBA, NFL, college football, AEW, WWE, NASCAR, whatever you got going on, you can fire away. There's nothing that's really off limits here. Lakers say that Anthony Davis is out to 4 weeks with the foot. The ankle, we saw that. That was nasty. Jury finds the ex-Angel staffer guilty in the Skaggs death with the drugs. And obviously we heard about Matt Harvey doing cocaine in the dugout. They said a lot of the Angels players do cocaine. So, but that, am I surprised by the yo-yo? You know what I mean? A lot of people do cocaine. Let's be honest. A lot of people party. They do Molly, they do cocaine, they do weed, they drink. It's not that crazy to think. The Packers hire Aaron Rodgers' favorite quarterback coach from back in the day, Tom Clements, to try to lure him to stay instead of going to Denver. And the funny thing is, Perna, his guy on GPS, is a Bronco fan. So could you imagine if he ends up leaving the Packers to go to Perna's team? He'll never let him hear the end of it. Interesting to see on how that all kind of pans out. And then obviously we saw the parade in LA. Ooh, big shot right there. Milwaukee 111, Philly 109. And I'm trying to see if there's any other news here in the NFL or NASCAR or anything else. O'Connell anticipating Cousins to stay with the Vikings. I would assume that he would. Chiefs quarterback linked to the AK-41 case. That's nothing new. Broncos hire Rams Evero as a new D coordinator. Already heard that. Donald and McVay are coming back. That's nothing new. So nothing really new at this point. And obviously I'm looking forward to NASCAR. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I really am. I am really looking forward to see what happens there. Oh, Harbaugh did? Oh, there we go. Yeah, drop that info for me. Anything that you got going on. I'm always reading, doing film study. I was actually working with Johnny trying to make this thumbnail look beautiful earlier today. And obviously, I don't mind paying him money. But God, can we just appreciate this thumbnail for a second? I know a lot of y'all don't give a shit about me or the channel, or maybe you do. But this thumbnail is just incredible. Just like the Super Bowl thumbnail. Johnny is amazing. And I'm going to pay this guy until I'm literally in my coffin, in my deathbed. And I know it's going to get me more views, more donos, more subs. And I know it's probably going to be the best looking fucking NASCAR thumbnail on YouTube. So amazing. And I told him I want the cars on there. I want some drivers on there. He said, Orion, it's going to cost more money. It's going to take me more time. I said, I don't give a shit. I don't care if I got to pay 20, 25, 30, 35. And that's kind of a lot of money for me. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm rich or anything. You know, paying $35 for a thumbnail, that means I have to make sure I get at least 35 when I do the stream, if not more, to make up for that. And I know I will. But I mean, with a look like that, moving forward, I will only have to pay 15 to 25 because he's never done a template for this Daytona. But Jesus Christ, it looks amazing. Doesn't it? I mean, I think you can appreciate it just looking at it, how amazing it looks. It gets me jacked up and ready to do some NASCAR. And I'm surprised on how many of y'all are actually interested in NASCAR. Because, I mean, honestly, I wasn't for like 15 or 20 years. But then everyone was like, yeah, do it. I'm like, okay. I was like, I didn't know you guys like that shit. So I guess we're gonna do it. So I'm quite excited about that. Jaden, Dan, I did see that. Where's he going though? Where is he going? Roger Goodell. There's some Roger Goodell news. Civil rights leaders, diversity in hiring. Well, we already know that they don't do the proper job with that. That was just on my notifications. They say, hey, hire some black coaches, and then they never do. Or they like Lovie Smith. But Lovey will get fired after like a year. You know, he's not going to last. I mean, it's a nice try, but, you know, and it sounds like Eric Bieniemy and Mahomes are beefing, or there were some issues there. I don't really know how much of that is true, but, I mean, there was some issues with play calling, and obviously Mahomes is kind of pressing a little bit. I don't know if he'll ever be the quarterback that he was when he first came in. I hope he does, but he got figured out to a certain degree in that Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, and obviously having that early success of being the best in the NFL so early in your career. It's a lot of pressure, but hopefully that he can calm down and regain that title of being number one. But I think it shows you that the other teams and players are catching up. You know, Justin Herbert is catching up. Josh Allen is catching up. Joe Burrow is catching up. Dak, Lamar, Kyler, not so much, but they're still in the top 10. But you know what I mean? Like those other guys are getting much, much better. Oh, Washington State to Arizona. I'm always trying to keep up with what's going on in the Pac-12 for sure, too. All right, 111-109 Milwaukee. Giannis with the basketball. Woo! Right down the middle. Nice layup. Big comeback for the Bucks. 113-109. This is minus Harden. Embiid is doing his thing. The Bucks are trying to, you know, make this comeback complete. And there's no Harden tonight. I was really hoping Harden would play, but I already saw a couple days ago that he's going to be out past the All-Star break. But I'll tell you what, when the Sixers and Bucks, or, you know, Sixers and Bulls, Sixers and Miami Heat, I mean, those are going to be like must-see TV. You know I'm going to be watching. Iowa quarterbacks coach O'Keefe is retiring. Nice. All right, 4:52 left in the game. So I'll probably just wait till this game is over, and then I'll end the stream. So that'll probably be a kind of a nice time just to kind of end it to see who wins this. And so if there's any other questions, if you guys want to talk about NFL free agency, my list, any questions or, you know, comments that you have, just let me know. But we got 4 minutes left before this game is over. I was hoping that the donos would be a little bit higher, but we at least did hit the 50, which is great. I mean, you can't complain about that. I mean, sometimes you're going to hit 50. Sometimes you're going to hit less than 50. Sometimes you're going to hit 3, 4, 5, 600. It kind of just depends on who's in the room, what they're doing, if they're working, if they're busy. And I always can count on Sarah Small, you know, to come up big and to be like my manager for the channel. So I appreciate you, Sarah. You know what I mean? I don't know if we're going to have the volume or the people in the room to do it, but most of the time that we can hit a good number with less than 20 people in the room. And I appreciate your effort, Sarah, and obviously Mr. Williams and Eagles John doing their thing. And obviously I get it. You know, a lot of people don't stream and do a show every day. You know what I mean? But I'm hustling and I'm grinding. I got no other forms of income. So I have to be able to put on the grind, put in the time and the effort. And This weekend is going to be it's going to be a long fucking weekend. Like 9 hours on Saturday, 9 hours on Sunday, fucking wrestling, WWE and NBA, and then NASCAR and NBA. It's going to be a long fucking day. In and out, 113, 112 Milwaukee. I'm definitely going to have to get some gummies or beer for this weekend. And I'm going to have to get some cough drops for my voice. Because obviously when I grind it out every day for 2 to 3 hours, voice starts to get a little raspy. That's big facts. Woo! Giannis from 3. 116, 112. Milwaukee. Wow. Oh. All right, I'm going to put the score in here on the ticker. Whoa, baby. But if you're just hopping in the room, you know, your boy was grinding, Air Whitey. Let's go Bucks. Let's go Bucks. But yeah, I put a lot of time and effort, you know, into the stream. You know, I had the obviously the Daytona 500. Obviously, thumbnail from Johnny wanted to go over that. Wanted to go over Stranger Things. We did that, and then went over my list, obviously, with Ryan Jensen at number 10. I think it's very important to let people know that Tristan Wirfs is the best right tackle in the game. Trent Williams is the best left tackle, but one of the top 5 centers in the game is Ryan Jensen. So I had to make sure that I gave him some love and let people know that how important he really is to the Tampa Bay Buccaneer success moving forward, whether it's Blaine Gabbert, Kyle Trask, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, or some other fucking idiot, right? Number 9. Jesse Bates III. I already knew he was one of the best safeties in the league a couple years ago, but I think America now knows since they overachieved and went to the Super Bowl. Number 8, Marcus Williams. We know him obviously for the Minneapolis Miracle, but he's much better than people give him credit for. I would take him on Tampa in a heartbeat. Number 7, Mike Williams. The man from weeks 1 through 3, right, this season. But then after that kind of hit a little kind of standstill. I need some more consistency out of you, Mike Williams, but I know Justin Herbert loves you. We'll see where he goes next. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. They decided to keep you over Stephon Gilmore. You're the man, but they can't let you go. I love his game. I would take him on Tampa in a heartbeat. Number 6, no. Number 5, Chandler Jones. Who? Chandler Jones, the man. Number 4, Vaughn Miller. I saw what he did. OBJ was great, but Vaughn Miller was just on that same level as well. Number 3, Chris Godwin. Love him. Come back to Tampa, baby. Number 2, who is it? Who? Who? Damn right, Armstead. He's the man. And at number 1, Devonte Adams. Niang for 3, in and out. 116, 115. And I'll update that on the ticker down below. Let's go, baby. Timeout. Yeah, this one's going down to the wire. I didn't know if Milwaukee was going to be able to come back, but they're motivated. They're trying to do some things. Let's go. Let's go, baby. But I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. You know, your boy did. I went and took Paisley for a walk earlier today. I've been trying to get my exercise, not trying to eat, as, unhealthy. But, hey, I love tacos, pizza, burgers. That's just kind of what I eat sometimes, right? Then I ended up going to the dog park, and I went to the dog park with her for a little bit as well. So we had a good time there. Then I worked with Johnny on the thumbnail, got the Daytona 500 thumbnail ready for obviously this weekend. And then your boys obviously did a lot of research and homework, obviously on this list that I made. I made it custom to the channel. No one else is going to have a list in this order on the internets or on the YouTube circles. So I took some time with that. And like I said, we're here for the last part of this game, and then I'll probably call it a day. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORION_NWSF on the YouTube super chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is for every video on the YouTube page. Follow me. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. Got my Devin White jersey on. Happy birthday. Get Live 45. I got your jersey on, my dude. Let's go. Devin White, baby. Tyrese Maxey, 17 points. 116, 115. Milwaukee is up. 3:02 left. I can't believe I'm actually getting excited for an NBA game. What the hell is wrong with me? That's what happens when the NFL ends. College football ends. MLB is on strike. There's no wrestling on for me to watch. I guess I'm watching NBA, and here I am. Giannis, take him. Shake and bake. Shake and bake. Woo! Good defense. Uh-oh. Is that Middleton? Oh, in and out. In and out from the 3 ball. Oh, my. Oh, my. Post him up. Back him down. Isolation there. Woo! Is that Morris? Well, that was Embiid. Embiid. 117, 116. Uh-oh, Bucks. No, in and out. Oh, Portis knocked him down. 117, 116. 2:06 left in the fourth quarter. It's on TNT, so if you guys want to tune in, this is the only game. There's no doubleheader today. Boo! I was really hoping there was going to be another game on after this, but hey, your boy's always hustling. Your boy's always grinding, wanted to come up with this top 10 list, and I'm grinding it out. Prediction for my Oregon Ducks football record. Oh, I hope 10 wins or more, but realistically, if we got USC and we got Utah, maybe 9 wins. I mean, I got to see what we get recruiting-wise. Is Bo Nix our quarterback from Auburn, or is it Ty Thompson? Like, I need to be able to see. And we lost Travis Dye to USC also, that bastard. He decided to leave us and go to the enemy. You know what I mean? So I assume that USC will be very good. Utah will be very good. We might lose, some of those like intermediate games like Cal or UCLA, games that we should win. And if we play like shit, we might, drop one, but we'll see. All right, 2 minutes left. 118, 116 Philly. All right, 118, 116. The Sixers are up. Come on, Giannis. Nice pass. Ooh, stolen. What defense in the passing lane. Woo! 145 left. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION-NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. Oh, in and out. Oh, baby. Go, go, go. Pass it. Oh. Why? Oh, my God. What happened there? Holly Hundo, thank you so much. Bang! Holly, you're the lifesaver. It's like you and Mr. Williams, no matter what happens, I can always count on someone to get to that good number, right? Sarah's like, 52. And what does Holly do? She's like, you know what? We don't really know who else is going to show up. I've been putting in all my blood, my sweat, my tears, and I can always count on someone that really cares about me, the channel, and supports it through and through, just like Sarah. Bang! $48 dono on the Cash App by Holly Hundo to get us to a hundo even. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you, Holly. Come on, Milwaukee. Nice pump fake. Crossed him up. Jumper. Oh, air ball. 14th board by Embiid. Bang! Boom, 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 boom. There we go. There we go. Thank you so much. Whenever I feel like it's looking a little bleak, you know what I mean? And like, maybe like $1 more before the stream ends, or $5 more, or you hope that you get to like a rounded number. If we were at like 52, like you pray to get to like 60, just like a decent, halfway number there. And then all of a sudden you get one of the goats of the channel that comes through in the clutch like all the time. It means so much. And on the Cash App on top of that too. So that way I can buy some food for the fam. I can, go to the toy store, get maybe some new bones or some more toys for Paisley. Thank you so much for being you. And like I said, your support to the channel is unmatched. I mean, it's like you. All right, you got Nate the Great, you got Mr. Williams, Cyberpunk 53, you got guys like Eagles John that's always donating. Sarah's always doing her thing now. It just means so much to me. Thank you so much. I know the thing is that's what I mean. Sometimes, like, I don't know, maybe they're just waiting on you, or they're waiting on someone else. They're like, oh, we already know Holly will do, take care of it. But it's like, sometimes when you get someone to match like Cyberpunk 53, sometimes it takes that person to do it and have it on the screen. And they're like, oh yeah, maybe I can donate $1. You know what I mean? Like, shit, if Holly can donate 48, I imagine someone can do $1. But like I said, you can't force people. You know what I mean? All I can do is just, grind it out. I have no other income coming in. I'm giving you my all on every stream, my blood, my sweat, my tears. I'm trying to come up with an entertaining broadcast. And like I said, sometimes people have great jobs and they make money. And sometimes people, they don't have money to donate. I get it. Or they choose not to donate. That's totally their prerogative. But like you said, sometimes even $1 goes a long ways. And if you think that I wouldn't care or show appreciation for $1, you're wrong. Because every dollar counts. No amount like is not, like, oh, 99 cents, that's garbage. No, like if someone donates 99 cents, like that's still 99 cents. Like it adds up for the total amount. So yeah, I mean, I'm just blessed to have you and have people like Sarah and Nate the Great and Cyberpunk 53 and Forbidden Alchemy and fucking Shepard Williams and like Odin's son, Odin's child. Because honestly, I only had like one heavy hitter for the longest time. And it was kind of you, Holly. I used to have Odin's son, Odin's child like last year, but I had you. And then now I have probably about 8 or 9 people besides you that try to do, what they can when they can. And now I'm able to pursue my dreams and not have to work a second or third job. And I'm going all in. And I can't stress enough how much, you guys mean to me. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. 120, 116 for 3 in and out. Oh, Giannis with the foul. Tie up. I think it's a foul. That's a foul on Giannis, right? This one might be over. Oh. Is this over? Air Whitey, is it over? It looks like it might be over, bro, unless you can like stretch the game out a little bit. I saw that. I'm a little jealous. I wish I could come with you guys. I mean, who knows? Maybe if I get enough donations and enough funds. I mean, I definitely know that Nate the Great wants me to come out there. And I mean, Odin's son I'd love to be able to go to a Chiefs game or, go see some hockey and stuff. But I mean, with COVID going on with everything, like I don't really go out. I mean, I don't even hang out with friends. Like friends hit me up all the time. And I don't want to be like a dick or whatever, but I'm just grinding, I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm putting in work. And some of them, try to give me a guilt trip, but most of them don't because they see like how hard I'm working. I'm working, 2 to 4 hour streams like every day. Plus, when I was doing the games and I was working a second or third job. So, you get tired, it takes up a lot of energy. And, it's one thing to call a game, but when you're doing original content and you're doing a stream, you definitely get burnt out and you get tired. But like I said, I love you guys and it's good therapy for me. Just the interaction, I feel like on a daily basis, it's really good for my soul. Just like Paisley is good for my soul as well. Just like being able to hang out with you guys. Chili Dog, no more. No more warehouse gig, no more sales, no more warehouse gig. I finally got to the point where I feel that I'm making enough donations where, with the Cash App and whatnot, that as long as I grind it out and put in my 150% effort and I grind 6 or 7 days a week, I should be able to make it work. From the off season, I'm doing NASCAR. Chili, did you see the thumbnail that Johnny did for me today? Check this out, bro. So I'm doing NASCAR this year because Panthers fan and a Forbidden Alchemy said they were going to drop $200 for me to do NASCAR this year. Look at this thumbnail. Oh my God. So I got Johnny to do my Super Bowl thumbnail. And even though that other people were getting more views than me, it's fine. You know what I mean? I still have like a piece of artwork, like a Mona Lisa of Daytona 500 thumbnails. He's never done a Daytona or NASCAR one before, but I told him, listen, I was like, dude, you are great. You could end up doing a thumbnail LLC. You could be like Mr. Thumbnail, like Mr. Beast. Like you could be that guy and make a business out of doing thumbnails for me, Clickbait Sports, Grossi, maybe some Twitch live streamers. You're that talented where you can charge $10, $20, $30, $35 a thumbnail and people are going to pay. You know what I mean? Like this one cost me $35 because he had to make it from scratch and he had no template. And that's a lot for me. $35 for a thumbnail, that means I have to make at least $35 in the stream, which I know I will. But, with the cars and with the racers on there, the drivers, it just looks cleaner instead of just doing a basic thumbnail for like 10 or 15 bucks. I want something that looks good. So if I have to pay extra to support him, I don't mind. And it is beautiful. And I'm going to be doing the All-Star Game, WWE, Elimination Chamber, 3-point contest, dunk contest, skills challenge on Saturday. So 9 hours on Saturday, and then Daytona 500 NBA All-Star Game on Sunday. So 9 hours on Saturday, 9 hours on Sunday. But look at that amazing artwork. And that thumbnail by Johnny. Fucking beautiful. Love it, man. So excited. That's why I have to give him love and shout him out. Oh, rims out. Go, go, go. Come on, baby. Yes. Sarah Small, thank you. $3. Appreciate you. Isn't it, though? And I told Johnny that I believe in yourself, bro. Like, you are so good. You can do anything. Wrestling, anything I tell him to do. UFC, NASCAR. And I think he was doubting himself. I was like, dude, you can run your own thumbnail business. Maybe I have to go in business with him. You know what I mean? Like, he's got enough skills to do it, but if maybe he needs a little funds or capital, and if we can maybe make it happen, I want him to be able to be like, okay, I don't have to work a regular job anymore. I can just stay home all day and just make thumbnails for people. And I know that's kind of sounds silly to some people, but it's not, because people need thumbnails. I mean, think about someone like me and Tom. We're going to be recording like every day. So imagine if someone buys a thumbnail from you like every day or 3 days a week, 4 days a week, you're making money. You know what I mean? Like, and if you have more people than just a couple, like if you have, let's say 10 clients, you're good. That'll cover your rent. You know what I mean? That'll cover bills. And then you can keep growing and growing. And if like I show it off and Tom shows it off, Clickbait Sports, and you start making a profile or like a website of your work, he's going to be like rich. You know what I mean? I want him to succeed. And he's a very special, talented guy. So I want to be able to help him out. So Sarah Small, thank you. Sarah Small's in on the action. Bang! $3 on the Cash App. Thank you so much. We got 13 people in the room. I mean, like I said, I was even talking with like my family and friends, and they're like, "Wow, you can make 100 to 600 a night with less than 20 people in the room. That is not normal." You know what I mean? That's because you guys are so loving and giving and supportive. Most people, if they have 20 people or less, you're probably making like $10. On a stream, or 20, you know what I mean? Like, you're not really making a lot unless you have someone that's a hitter, like a heavy hitter in the room, but you're not normally making, the big dollars. So, hey, but you know what? I need that though. You know what I mean? I need that support. You know what I mean? And it's not like we have to beg or anything, but it's not like I'm blessed with like Tom Grossi or Sports Fury or some of these people that have thousands in the room. I mean, shit, I don't even have 50 in the room. I don't even have 100 in the room, let alone thousands or 10,000. You know what I mean? Because obviously if it gets to that point, I mean, we'll be making 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 a stream on here. Well, if I had the Grossi kind of numbers, I mean, I would be making just as much as him, if not more, person for person. So, but I mean, it shows you with less than 20 people that you can make 100 to 500 or 600 a stream. That's unbelievable. You know what I mean? And it's like, I want to give, that reminds me too, Holly. I was talking about doing a jersey for you, but I ended up finding a Chiefs starter jacket that I think that I want to get for you first before we end up doing the 0-0 Hundo jersey. I don't know if you end up having, it's like a satin silk jacket. It's like a starter jacket. It's very nice. So I assume you wear a medium, but it's very slick. I'll send you a picture, but I think once I get my YouTube money in a few days, 121, 118, I want to be able to send the jacket to you first. And then I got to give something to Sarah, get her some sweats and like a t-shirt for some Colts gear, because there's a few of y'all that I want to be able to take care of for all your hard work, your effort, support of the channel, the donations. But this jacket, this Chiefs jacket is killer. I'm going to message you on Instagram or Twitter after the stream is over to show you a picture. But it's really, really nice. Like I said, I think it would be cooler than the jersey, because I mean, how often are you going to wear the jersey? You'll wear it during like NFL season in the house or when you go to the games. But the jacket, you could wear them to work. You could wear it to see your friends, your dad. You could, just go to the grocery store and buy pineapple Modelo's with it. But I think the jacket is really clean. The Tampa Bay version is sold out, but I did see they had some mediums, small, mediums, and large. And I think it's around around the same price, you know what I mean? And so I think that the jacket would be a kind of a cooler gift. I mean, based on what I would wear, and I want to be able to try to get that for you, and I think it would look good on you too. So I'll be able to send you a picture of it, but I would assume it's going to be like a medium. So yeah, it's nice. It's like a homage starter jacket. It's really nice. So, and it's not like necessarily like a starter jacket from like the 80s or 90s, because I don't want to get you like a ripped up one, because I've seen some old ones that run like 100 to 400, and some of them are in good condition. Some of them are like kind of ratted up, but they have these this company called Homage. They have a deal with Starter, and they're making kind of like a remake of kind of the ones that were from like the 80s and 90s, and they have a couple Chiefs versions of the jacket, and they're sick. One of them's got like the Chiefs logo on the chest, and it says Chiefs on the back. That's the one I want to get for you. And then the other one says Chiefs in the front, and then I don't think anything on the back. And the one that says Chiefs in the front with nothing on the back, that one's sold out, but it doesn't look as cool. The other one's got like the Chiefs logo on like the left or the right heart side, and then a big Chiefs on the back. And it's a red jacket, red satin. I think it's like buttons, like it buttons up, but it looks awesome. So I would assume that that you would wear a medium, because I think that's what you told me before. But that is something. I'll send you a picture. Here, I'll send you a picture here in a second. One sec. Let's see if I can find it. It is incredible. Do you have any Chiefs jackets like that, like satin, like starter jackets? It sounds like you don't. Both jackets are dope. I'll probably end up getting you both of them at some point. And then the one I'm talking about costs a little bit more. It's like $20 more, but it is a killer. It's just an insanely awesome jacket. It's got, okay, so it's red, it's button up, it's got white and with a yellow like on the sleeves. It's got the KC with the arrow on the front, NFL patch on the arm, starter logo on the wrist towards the bottom, and then on the back, it ends up having Chiefs on the back. I'm going to send you a picture here in a second. Oh my God. This thing is so cool. I'm not even lying. I would buy it for myself and wear it. And I'm not even a Chiefs fan. Like, I'm not even kidding right now. All right. I'm going to send you some pictures real quick. Hold on. One sec here. I'm going to send it to your Twitter. So one sec. I'm going to send it. I think you're going to fall in love with this thing. This thing is insane. I saw it and I was like, ooh.
So dangerous because you're so close to that shot going up and that being called a foul.
All right, I just sent it to your Twitter. Look at that, and tell me that's not the most beautiful. That's got you written all over it. Like, I could definitely see you at the game rocking that, and you would get so many compliments with that. Final score: Sixers 123, Bucks 120. But look at the front with the KC, and it's got the stripes on the arms with the NFL patch that's sewn with the starter on the bottom, and then it's got the Chiefs on the back. They're amazing. Like, the Tampa Bay one is sold out, but I'm going to buy that one for you first. I think that would be a lot more special. I mean, the Hundo jersey would be cool. I'll get that for you down the road. But I think if I want to start off with something, you know what I mean? I think I want to start off with something like that, and then I'll get Sarah some T-shirts, maybe some sweats. I know she has a couple items that she mentioned to me, you know, and I got to make sure I take care of the people that take care of me. But I think that it's got your name written all over it. What size would you want? You want a medium or a large? It's going to be kind of like a men's jacket, but I think it's universal, like unisex, men's or women's. But I'm going to be getting money here probably in about a week from last month. So I'm going to be doing a few NFL shop orders for a few of you special people to me. But these are incredible, and they're exactly the same type of jacket that they had in the 80s and 90s. So seriously, and you can wear it at the games when you go to the grocery store. You can literally wear it anywhere, and it's just a fresh. I mean, I'm a fashion guy. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they know me with jerseys and Supreme and Ovo. I mean, I got an Ovo hoodie that's worth like $600. That's got the owl on the front that he wore in Hotline Bling. Like, I'm a fashion guy. I know what's hot and what looks good, and that is one of the cleanest jackets that I've seen. And then, like I said, they have another version on there, but it's like it's sold out, but it doesn't look as good as this one. The other one just says Chiefs in the front, kind of like the back of the jacket of this one. And I don't think it has anything in the back, but it does have a really cool patch in the inside of it. So, oh, Holly Hundo. Air Whitey went to Sad Whitey because they just lost. I'm sorry, my bro. $5. Air Whitey went to Sad Whitey. $5 dono on the Cash App by Sad Whitey because the Bucks lost. Bang! $5 dono on the Cash. Well, I was supposed to do Cash App, but I just did Cash by Sad Whitey. Thank you, dude. 123 to 120. Bucks Sixers, fourth quarter. Let me erase that. I got to erase that. I don't want Sad Whitey to be any more sad. We don't need to have that on there anymore. Let me just erase it. I don't want him to go through any depression mode after Giannis put up a 50 burger a couple days ago. All right, that's going off the screen now. No longer on the ticker. You don't need to see that repeating on the ticker over and over and over again. There you go. I erased it for you. Mr. Williams in the building. What to do? Oh, absolutely. Well, remember I told you I still have other things kind of lined up, like some socks and some other like rare Chiefs. I got the Neil Smith nose stickers, and you know what I mean? I want to try to put that like separately. And obviously if I do NFL shop, I can just get your address, I can pay for it, and then I can send it to you, and then you'll end up getting it, within, usually like a week or a week and a half, depending on what I end up doing. So sing a song. I wish I could. My voice is pretty much gone. We're at 106 on the donos. 108, $2 on the YouTube super chat, 106 through the Cash App. If that's not love and support, I don't know what it is. I know YouTube's probably like, all right, well, we already screwed this guy over, but I am trying to make a way to be able to hustle. You know what I mean? It's like, if I get all these donos on YouTube, you're going to take 35%, and I'm not going to see it until next month. And you're not even giving notifications to my fans. You know what I mean? I'm getting trolls that are trolling me, and you know what I mean? So, hey, I got to find a way to even the game out. And if this is the way that I got to do it, then so be it, And I know eventually we'll grow and we'll get more fans, but yeah, maybe I'll be able to sing a song at another point, but I think that jacket's got your name written all over it. So like I said, there are a few of y'all that I do want to take care of. A lot of the mods, I want to take care of them first. And then I want to trickle down some of these gifts for like NWSF hoodies or some NFL shop merch. But that jacket, that's the first thing I'm going to get. That'll be the first thing off my list. I should have already sent something to you during Christmas, and I just got busy with, how it goes. It's not like I forgot about it. But then I was browsing, and I ended up seeing that jacket last night and this morning, and I was like, wow. I was like, this has definitely got Holly's name on it. And I just pictured myself, and then like you wearing it like at the game or at the house, and just like looking in the mirror and just like, kind of posing in front of the mirror. Cause when you get something like that, like I got this Devin White jersey, and it's like, you just feel like $1 million when you have like that fresh gear of your favorite sports team. And that's one of the cleanest jackets. Starter jackets are legit. They'll last forever. They're really comfortable. So you let me know if you want like a medium or large. If you normally wear a medium, you might want to get a large, because I don't know if it'll shrink if you wash it or not. And sometimes it's good to have it a little bit big. So that way, if you want to wear like a hoodie underneath it, so you can have a hoodie and then you can have the jacket over if it gets cold and you go to the game. Sometimes you're going to want to go a size up. And sometimes the bottoms of the jackets, they kind of roll up a little bit. So you don't want it to like roll up against your stomach. You want it to like, kind of stretch down past your stomach towards your like waist and your legs. So, I mean, it's up to you, but you let me know what size you want to get. If you want a medium or large, let me know. And I'll be able to put in the order, and I'll take care of you once I get the money here, probably in about a week or so. Yeah, but I saw that and I was like, man, I would wear that. And I'm a Bucks fan, so pretty incredible. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Like I said, I've just been grinding it out. We watched the end of this game. I went over my top 10. For anyone that hopped in the room, I'll go over the top 10 here at the last moment here. So let me take the comment down. Yes. Yeah, you're probably going to want to get one size bigger than you wear. So if you normally wear a medium, I would go large. Like I say, it's going to be like a unisex version. So, obviously with like the chest and the waist and just the arms, you're going to want to make sure you're comfortable. And if you're going to wear a hoodie or sweater, you're going to want to go one size up. That's what I've learned from those type of jackets that I've had before. So I think large might be the best bet. But obviously doing just a quick recap of the show, my top 10, we had Ryan Jensen at 10. Number 9, Jesse Bates III, and my NFL top 10 free agents going into 2022. Number 8, the Saints, Marcus Williams. Number 7, Mike Williams. Number 6, J.C. Jackson. Number 5, Chandler Jones. Number 4, Vaughn Miller. Number 3, Chris Godwin. Number 2, the Saints. Who is it?
Teron Armstead.
Who?
Teron Armstead.
Who?
Teron Armstead.
Okay, Teron Armstead. And at number 1, Devonte Adams. A little love for Johnny with a thumbnail he made for me for Daytona 500. We end up having Stranger Things 4. We're going to be getting that here very shortly. It's going to be awesome. Volume 1, May 27th. Volume 2, July 1st, which will be great. And then they're going to have one more season 5, and then it'll be over in a couple years after that. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the donos right there at the buzzer. It really means a lot. I love you guys, with all my heart. You guys really take care of me. No other jobs, so I'm really grinding it out. Mr. Williams, thank you for all your donos and your support. Oh, it looks like there's another dono. Who is it? Oh, baby. Eagles John with a 7. Let's go, dude. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, dude. Eagles John. My boy. Representing Delaware to the death, he says. Eagles John, $7 dono on the Cash App. You guys are just too good to me. It's like great to have a connection with the fans like this too. Bang! $7. Eagles John. Appreciate you very, very much. Like I said, we've been streaming for 2 hours and roughly 10 minutes. I went all out, obviously, with the stream. I love you guys and appreciate you guys very, very much. I'll be done here in a second. So got pizza from the girlfriend. I got some other beers here in the building. So I'm going to probably just take it easy, look at some other memorabilia for the fans that I want to be able to take care of. So I'll be taking a look at that type of stuff as well to give back. Holly Hundo, bang, $17 for Devonte Adams. Thank you so much. Let's throw Devonte up on the screen. There we go. A nice little $17 dono at the buzzer. But I knew that jacket would be something that you'd fall in love with because I fell in love with it. So I appreciate you so much. Holly. Now I got to be able to spell Holly Nundo. That wouldn't be not correct. I got to make sure I get my spell check correct here.
Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, who actually do things more off the dribble than Joel Embiid. The fact that Joel Embiid.
I did bang gang again. I gotta be careful with this. No bang gangs. Bang bang. I gotta be a little bit slower there with the typing. Bang! There we go. Bang, 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 bang. $17 for Devonte Adams on the Cash App. Thank you so much. There we go. What a good number. Hey, I will enjoy my time. I got some more film study to do. I got some reading to do. I'm going to hang out with Paisley. I'll be back tomorrow with another stream on Friday, probably a Q&A unless there's something else that's going on. I'm grinding pretty much every day, if you guys haven't noticed. So I'll be hustling. I'll be grinding. I appreciate your guys' love and support. So I'll be doing like a Q&A. Probably around 6 or 7 p.m. Pacific time for an hour or two. And then Saturday, I'll be streaming from 9 a.m. to probably, I don't know, 9 a.m. to probably 6 p.m., probably like a 9-hour day. And then on Sunday, I'll be streaming from 11:30 a.m. to probably 8 p.m. So it'll be a long, long day with NBA, wrestling, as well as NASCAR. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. What's the total amount with the donos? We're at 130 on the Cash App, and then what we have on the YouTube Super Chat. What are we at, 132? Dude, that's awesome, especially when we weren't even at a hundo, and then we had some great donations and love and support by Eagles John and Mr. Williams and Holly Hundo and all you guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys and appreciate you guys very, very much. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for making my night. Thank you guys for always supporting me and just hanging out. It's good therapy for me. I feel my mental health is really taking a good corner for the better. And like I said, same thing with Paisley. We went for 2 walks today, the dog park and around the block, and getting that fresh air and being able to walk with her is not only good for her, but it's good for my mental health as well. I'm going to go to Petco tomorrow from these donations, and we're going to get her some new toys. I'll make some videos on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. Thank you guys so much. I love you and I appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow. And I got one question for you. Who you know talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. NWSF Chain Gang, 4 Live, Holly Hundo, Matt Payton, Eagles John, Sarah Small, Air Whitey, Mr. Williams. I love all you guys that are in the building. Love you, appreciate you, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. Gang.